people, there would be no Irish Spring soap. You know, y'all be smelling like Neanderthals without black people. You
That's
know,
right.
it said one
Thank
people gonna
God
be
for black
stronger.
people.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sure you
thank
can't wait till you get to the
God for
kingdom of
black
heaven.
people.
Right, worship the black man because that's who Jesus Christ is. Yeah, okay. I'm sure you can't wait till to get to the kingdom of heaven so you can serve an Israelite. Keep reading.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
Yeah, God said that the elder or Esau or Edom is going to serve the younger. That's the state of so-called Caucasians. They will be servants unto the nation of Israel. That's what the Bible says. Keep reading.
Wait a
And when
minute.
her days to be delivered were fulfilled,
Uh-huh.
behold, there were twins in her womb.
So she had two boys in there. Keep reading.
And the first came out red.
Came out what?
Came out red.
Now, Joseph,
How come he wasn't black?
now, Joseph, if you look at your photo, you have the rosiest cheeks that I ever did see. That is straight up red showing through your skin because you lack melanin, so your hemoglobin is shown through your skin. We can see the redness flowing through your veins and your arteries. We can see it. So it says the
My
first
blood
came
red
out
too.
red. I know,
My
I know.
blood red too.
Yeah, I know, because everybody can see it. We know the blood is red. It said the pink to reddish hue that's displayed by Caucasians. It comes from the hemoglobin that's in their skin because they lack melanin. So it said the first came out red.
What did I
They
get
came
when I
out
got?
red
Wait a
because
minute.
you lack melanin. Now, if
No,
you look at any so-called white baby being born, when they come out the womb, boy, they look like little cherries. They so red. God said the first came out red. Keep reading.
All over like
Uh-huh.
a hairy garment.
Cavemen. That's what the Bible says. It says the first boy that came out was red like a cherry. It was hairy like Sasquatch. If it wasn't no such thing as a Gillette razor, we'll have a whole bunch of hobbits running around here.
I know,
That's
but
how
that was
God
alley
describes the oldest son that's going to serve the younger. He says he's going to
That
be
was alley
red and he's going to be hairy.
You know,
Now, Joseph, you
alley
know and I know that those are the characteristics of so-called Caucasians. Keep reading.
And they called your name, excuse me, and they called his name Esau.
Yeah, because wasted away is he.
and he
He's
got on the
wasted it. He
seesaw.
got no melanin. He
But he
got
got
no
on the
melanin.
seesaw.
That's who you are, Joseph. You're not Caucasian. You're not an American. You're an Edomite. That's what you are. You're an Edomite. You descend from the man named Esau. You're an Idumean. That's what the Bible referred to you as. So through your studies over these 40 years, you should go back and review that and see about what the Bible says about Edomites
Okay,
because that's
I'm
what
gonna.
your future
I,
is. No,
okay,
we're
I'll do
not
that.
done. We're not
I'm
done.
gonna do that
We're
next
not
week.
done. We're not
I
done.
know you
I mean, that's
done.
if you're still around. You said you 79. You better hop to it.
I
Read the
am.
next verse.
I'm fixing to hop out of here and get in another
And
house.
after
Read the next
that
verse.
came his brother out.
He says,
I-
after that came his brother out. Because
I'm gonna.
it don't describe what his brother looked like. Because his brother looked like everybody else. Black. This what
Welcome
we're
to the
reading right
smokehouse.
here in Genesis 25. This is the first appearance of the so-called white man on the earth. Right. This
Welcome
this
to
is
the
this is
smokehouse.
this is evil incarnate coming on the earth. That's what we're reading about.
Okay.
We're reading about evil incarnate coming unto the earth, and it came out red. You gotta ask yourself, why do they always depict the devil as being red? Because they know exactly who the damn devil is. It's Edom. And you descend from him. And it's
No, hold on.
okay. It's
No, I'm in
okay.
Louisiana.
You
I'm in
you're an, you're
Louisiana.
an Edomite. Yeah, yeah. Everybody down there in Louisiana, yo, come on now. You can't say them ain't no Edomites. They are the most profane people. You're talking about cousins with cousins, brothers with sisters. The Bible says there's no bigger fornicator or profane person as Esau. We talking about Louisiana? Hey,
Well,
hold that. We're
we
gonna
got
come back and
crawfish.
we're gonna read Genesis chapter 27. But let's read
Well,
about that in
I,
Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 16. He
no, we're
said
gonna
from Louisiana,
slow
hey,
down.
that further proves that you're an Edomite. Let's read
Okay.
that real quick.
Whatever I is,
The book of
I
Hebrews,
can't do nothing
chapter
about it.
12 and verse 16.
Uh-huh.
Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as
There's
Esau.
nobody more profane are a bigger fornicator than the nation of Edom. There's no one that's more profane than them. That's why when you look at these Epstein files, who are all in there? Who's all in these Epstein files snatching up children and taking them to a ranch in New Mexico, taking them to an island in the middle of the sea, flying
Hey,
around to different countries? Yes,
hey,
I
sir.
sure
don't
enough,
know. I wasn't
they
there.
also discovered that they were hunting Negroes on Epstein Island, just like they did Rasheen Carter. Y'all could look it up. They was also they were bringing Negroes there and hunting them down also.
100%. There's nobody more profane than the Edomites, taking people from wherever they live, taking them to an island somewhere to hunt them down, to molest and rape children,
How many
to
presidents? How
to
many
to arrest
presidents?
and rape grown people as well. God said that there is nobody more profane nor a bigger fornicator than the Edomites. And we look at Louisiana, you talk about cousins kissing cousins, brothers laying with sisters.
Yeah,
Everybody, everybody know about the so-called Caucasians in the South and how that works.
yeah. I see
And
brothers.
in West Virginia, and you got West Virginia where they do all this ancestral laying down together, where the kids end up developing all these different developmental issues. It's called the whites of West Virginia. You should look it up. It's a big thing. So when we talking about people who are the biggest fornicators, who are the most profane people on the face of the earth, I mean, damn, I think it's pretty clear.
Sure enough.
Now we're not done yet. Go to Genesis chapter 27.
Yeah,
Let's
we
read some
Yes,
done.
more.
I
sir.
got to go. I can't.
Well,
I ain't.
bye, Joseph. Listen, one Edomite don't stop no show. If you want to
That's right.
go, you
That's
can
right.
go, Joseph.
I
You
appreciate it.
can
Sure
bounce.
enough.
You want to make sure. Hey, one thing I'm gonna say, Joseph. The Bible says, hey, read Psalm chapter 90 and verse 10 real quick.
Hurry up. I got to go before 10. And it's
Yeah, I mean, we,
almost.
we gotta hurry up because you might not have much time left. Go ahead and read that.
Ain't but 4 minutes
The
to
book of
10.
Psalms, chapter 90 and verse 10. The days of our years are 60 and 10.
The
I done
Bible
got
says
past that.
we originally live. We on most likely we live 60 and 10. That's about
I done
70
got.
years old.
I
Read
done
on.
got past that.
And if by reason of strength they be fourscore years,
That's 80. It says, and sometimes people are able to live to an 80. You said you were 79, right?
Fixing to be.
Hey, boy, you better hop to it, Joseph. If
I
you want to
will.
learn something about Edomites, you ain't got a lot of time, player.
But all I got to say, Joseph, is show enough have showed you enough.
That's right. I agree. Sure enough, I agree with you, bro.
Yeah. So what you need to agree with is, that you got to agree with what the Bible says. The Bible says the people who did that,
No, it's
they
got
they
too many
going into slavery.
contradictions in it. It's
They're
got too
going
many
into slavery. No,
contradictions.
there was zero contradiction. You just lack reading comprehension, and it's okay because you from Louisiana, so I understand that. You from
Okay, well,
Louisiana. It's
at
a lot of
least you
inbreeding that
understand.
goes on, so it's hard for you to comprehend
At
what's
least
being
you
read.
understand.
You
At
know.
least you
So
understand.
we 100% understand. Hey, let's read some
I'm.
more about Esau, Edom, for Joseph, so he can learn more about his ancestors. Go
I
down to
got to
Genesis
go.
chapter 27. Well, bounce,
I,
Joseph.
I'll
Ain't
catch you
nobody
later.
Hey,
holding you.
all right, Joseph, you have a good day. Hey,
All right.
invite
Thank you very
Matthew up.
much.
Matthew said this is
Absolutely.
emotional doctrine.
I'm gonna get rid of my ticket and go.
Bye bye, Joseph.
Invite Matthew up. He said this is emotional doctrine.
Where you at, Matthew? Allow me to send you an invite.
I
Or
sent
raise
it.
your hand. Matthew Lane. Let me look at his picture. I think I folded him before. He came back again. Y'all some gluttons for punishment. Come on up, Matthew. We got time today. Or maybe I ain't never folded you. Hey, it's a first time for everything.
Hey,
Come on up.
that was some funny stuff, man. That was some funny stuff. It's funny watching Esau squirm, and Esau kept cutting you off because he cannot. These people cannot stand that a black man knows the Bible better than them. Though they're not expecting us to rebut them in their lack of understanding of the scripture. They're not expecting that. So then they get belligerent, they talk over you and all that kind of stuff. But you know what the funny thing is, man? It goes to show these people don't know what they're talking about. They do not know the Bible. And black people been learning from these idiots for centuries now. Wake up, black Christians, wake up.
Jeremiah says Edomites ain't white.
Okay, so who are they? And why do you care so much?
Surely Jeremiah got to know who Esau is then, if they ain't white.
Surely Jeremiah is a scholar, and it must be very important to him to have to type that.
Wasn't nobody talking about Edomites till we open up the Bible and show you they was white. Now all of a sudden everybody a scholar on the Edomites.
Shalom, moderators. I have to drop for a meeting, but y'all make it a great day.
Yeah, hey, Jeremiah, you up here? Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't subscribe to, Edomites being white
Yeah.
because, the ancient Egyptian, they depicted the Edomites and they look like Arabs.
Oh, say
It's,
okay.
it's very simple.
So you said that. So the Edomites are Arabs, right?
Not, I wouldn't say Arabs because Arabs didn't exist at that time, but I would say they had the same phenotype as like an ancient, somebody you would call Arabian or Shemitic, whatever.
Gotcha. Reader, go to your Zondervan, read Ishmael, then give me Genesis chapter 28. Let me show you how stupid this is real quick. Hey, go to your Zondervan, read Ishmael.
Yes, sir. This is the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, page 255, Ishmael, the son of Abraham by Hagar, the Egyptian maid of his wife Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah was barren, and in accordance with the custom of the age she gave
Get
to
down,
Abraham.
get down to the paragraph where it says all Arabs. I think it's like the last paragraph, maybe the last paragraph about Ishmael. That holds to Muhammad's example. They all admit that they descend from Ishmael. Can you read that?
Yes, sir, page 257.
Yeah.
The word is apparently used in the Old Testament in a wider sense, referring to the nomadic tribes of northern Arabia generally. All Arabs, following Muhammad's example, claim descent from Ishmael.
Genesis 28, read verse 9.
The book of Genesis, chapter 28, and verse 9. Then went Esau unto Ishmael.
Stop. That's it. How can
Hey, and he's right. He's right because you do have Edomites that have stolen Arab identity the same way they stole other people identity. So you do got some Caucasian people in the Middle East posing as Arabs. The same you got white people in America saying they the native Indians. They say they everybody. The same way they in South Africa saying they Africans. The same way they teaching now they Egyptians. The Bible says that they will mingle their seed. I forgot where it is, but they will. It says that they're gonna mingle their seed.
I think you're referring to Daniel chapter 2.
Yes, sir. Verse 43.
Yeah. So and we're gonna read that too. So what we just read is Arabs understand and they admit that they're descendants from Ishmael. Any historical scholar can draw that correlation. And what we're reading here now in Genesis chapter 28, it says that Esau came to Ishmael, two different groups of people. They cannot be the same. Ishmael and Esau cannot be the same group of people.
Yeah, that's an easy one. But
Yeah,
then
that's
Daniel chapter 2, verse 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43. 43.
The book of Daniel, chapter 2, and verse 43. And
Because
whereas thou
because
sawest,
Daniel is describing four empires that'll arise out of earth: the Babylonians, the Persian-Media Empire, and the Greco-Roman Empire. So this is what the last beast would do.
and whereas thou sawest the feet and iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay.
Because eventually people are going to start pointing them out and driving them away, like they did during when you read Job said that they were driven forth from among men, and they cried after them as after a thief. Y'all remember where that is? In
Yes,
the
sir.
nettles
Job.
they brave.
Job 30.
Yes, sir. Job 30.
Yeah, Job 30.
Yes, sir. The book of Job, chapter 30, and verse 5. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief,
Because everywhere they go, they steal and rob and commit crime.
to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in caves of the earth.
That's where they started being known as the Caucasian. A Caucasian come from the Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia. They were cave dwellers, sir. So you don't know this Bible. Read it again.
They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief, to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks.
And if you go right now and Google Petra, it show you where they was living inside those rocks. They don't deny that they come from the Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia. That's why they're called Caucasians. The root word is cave dwellers. So you Negroes come in here and you talk about phenotypes. That thing got shit to do with who they are. That's science that they made up. And your ass believe it. We believe God over you. Moderator, I mute my mic. Do what you like.
Hey, Sage, I just sent you an invite. Feel free to come on stage. You ain't got to type or do that all that thumb
And
wrestling in the chat.
if you don't step on stage, stop typing. We don't type no more nothing else in the chat. Either come up here and talk or take a walk.
Jeremiah, it's on you. Go ahead, Shono. Hey, Shono, you made a good point. They because Esau was marrying the daughters of Ishmael even during that time. So they was
100%.
intertwined.
Hey, get where uh the parents told them not to mix with the other nations, but Esau did it in Genesis.
28.
Damn, Jeremiah quiet as shit.
Adam, I'm
I'm
gonna
just
send
waiting to
you.
respond.
Adam, I'm gonna send you a invite too, Adam.
Hey, let Jeremiah respond.
Yeah, in the BC times, there's no. As a matter of fact, before Islam, right? None of the Arab tribes were actually saying they come from a guy named Ishmael. It's only after the Arabs, they
Man,
copied the
you
Bible.
talking. We don't have no reference. They gave you references. They gave you Bible verses. I don't want to hear that.
No, I need a primary source outside the Bible of one of these tribes saying that they come from a guy named Ishmael.
Do,
You won't find it anywhere.
do you
This
believe
is
in the
just an
Bible?
Israelite story.
Do you believe in the
What you
Bible?
said?
Do you believe in the Bible?
Not really.
Okay, so you're not even a part of this conversation. Because anything we're gonna say you're gonna tell you, you're gonna dismiss it. So it's
I
just a waste of time.
mean, Edomites is history. Ishmaelites are too. I mean,
No, you wouldn't know nothing about the Edomites. There's nowhere documented about them but the Bible. And you said you don't believe in it. So you sound crazy. There's nobody else talking about
Dumbass.
it. It was never a discussion till we
the Edom,
popped up. Until we popped up and
the,
started to expose them and speak about who they was, wasn't no black people. I'm almost 60 years old, bro. I've been reading the Bible for 30 years. When I started reading this in 1997, I heard this in 1987. And there was some older men talking about screaming in the streets, doing megaphones, calling them Edomites. Nobody, people were saying, don't listen to them. Here we are 40 years later, and now everybody, the whole discussion is white people saying, we ain't Esau. We ain't Edomites. Before they didn't give a shit back in 1980. Now they're going up out of their way above and beyond to say we're not these people that these Israelites are saying we are, because now it's clear. Now everybody's starting to listen now. So if it wasn't a topic, if it wasn't of no relevance, they would just dismiss it. But now they're getting apologists, they're getting biblical other churches, other pastors to now start saying who are the Edomites. Wasn't no discussion in no Methodist, Baptist, Catholic, Jehovah's Witness, Seventh-day Adventist, Protestant, Lutheran, Pentecostal church until we pulled up and showed these people what was going on in the Bible. Now it's a discussion. Now all of y'all are scholars. Now everybody are expert on it. Moderator, I'll mute my mic. Do what you like.
Hey man,
Hey, y'all understand that France said they don't want us teaching there. They said we don't want you niggas there talking about this because white people are getting scared.
Germany also, and now Portugal.
Okay? So y'all think that y'all little 2 cents y'all put in here and matter. Powers, principalities, dominions, kingdoms is saying we got to stop these niggers from pointing out to the world that we are the Edomites. Because the scriptures tell you that the man of sin will be revealed in the last days. So we don't listen to, this is no disrespect to you black people, but we don't care about y'all opinions. Y'all don't know nothing. Y'all don't read or take heed. They say you want to hide something from a black person, put it in a book. That's the last place they'll look. So we don't care. We don't care about the opinions of black people. Y'all don't have no power on this earth. And the only way to get power, you dismiss it. You talking about you don't believe in the Bible, that they fought to steal and hide and manipulate from us. Now we going into the Bible and putting in that work. And now everybody's starting to wake up and open their eyes. And a Negro going, well, I don't believe in it. We don't give a damn what y'all believe.
And then, why do he care? He don't believe in the Bible. Go your ass somewhere now.
Y'all are
so
of
you
no
said
Go
relevance.
your
you don't
ass
want me
somewhere.
to say you don't
Y'all
want me
are
to
of
talk
no
about. I
relevance
mean,
and have
Go
no
your
I
ass
got
somewhere.
invited
integrity.
up on the stage.
And you
I
accepted
can't
it.
talk about. I can't
You
talk about the
accepted
Not
it.
Edomites.
We
when
talking.
you say you don't believe in the Bible, sir. That changes the whole dynamic.
Dummy.
That
Mm.
makes no sense. That means anything we show you, because we've had history with people like you, anything we show you, you could just be like, well, I don't believe it anyway. You're a waste of time. It's a waste of time talking to you about something you don't believe in because you're just going to dismiss it, even though it
If
was written in the book before you was born.
so, when I start mentioning
Then
sources,
then you
that's when
worry
you
about
guys don't
shut up,
You
believe
bring
it.
nigga.
a
Shut up.
But y'all
source
can
in.
talk to the white guy. Y'all
You
can
bring
talk
a.
to
Shut
the
up.
white
Shut up.
guy,
Shut up.
but y'all
Then
can't
shut
talk
up.
to me.
He believed in the Bible. He believed in the Bible. You don't.
I'm supposed to be an Israelite according to you guys, so I
No,
should be
you a
of more
No,
coon.
no, no, no.
importance.
Listen, listen, listen. Romans chapter 9, verse 6. Romans 9, verse 6. This is for you Negroes that say, well, I ain't no Israelite. You right. Read it.
The book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 6. Not as though the word of God had taketh none effect.
Because to you, it has no effect on you. It don't matter to you. Read on.
For they are not all Israel which are of Israel.
It is documented that some Israelites will deny their heritage, their identity, their God. Why? Go to uh Isaiah chapter 29, verse 9. This is why you don't believe. We don't care. We're not here to convince you of anything. The Bible says that there's going to be people who are of Israel that's going to deny their faith. You like being called black, Negro, American, African, colored, minority. You like your colonizer's identity that they gave to you. You have no power identifying as those things. They ain't worried about you. You a nigger to them. You are of no relevance and they don't see you with any intelligence. What they fear is what's right here. The Israelites, the rise of the Israelite nation. Not you. They don't care about no niggas, no black people. Read it.
Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 9. Stay yourselves and wonder.
Wander means to think, to study.
Cry ye out and cry.
And that's what we're doing now. We're crying out to the people after we've studied. Read on.
They are drunken, but not with wine.
You black people, you're under the influence, but it's not from physical liquor. Read on.
They stagger, but not with strong drink.
You staggering with your understanding, but it's not from actual liquor. What happened to you? Read it.
For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep.
There's a portion of Israelites that God put them to sleep spiritually. They may seem intelligent, they may be walking around like they know something, but as far as a biblical or spiritual connection to God, what did God do to them?
Hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep,
Watch this.
and hath closed your
Because
eyes.
black people talk about their third eye. It's supposed to be their spirituality. You ain't got no spirituality. If you denying that you're an Israelite, God closed that third eye. So that's why you don't know. This don't make no sense to you. Okay? There's something in your spirit that God said, I don't want no connection to this man. Let's get in the New Testament. Matthew chapter 13, verse 10. Christ
Matthew,
repeats the same thing that we just read in the Old Testament to show you how old and new go together. Read.
Matthew chapter 13 and verse 10. He answered and said unto them, and the
Read.
disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in
Because
parables?
when Christ spoke, a lot of people couldn't understand him. He used parables, allegories, similitudes, hyperboles, okay? And people couldn't understand. So the disciples like, yo, why you keep talking in parables? Look what Christ said.
He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. But to them it is not given.
So this Bible ain't for everybody. There's a you and there's a them. He said, to them it is not given. So that's why y'all niggas think you the Israelites? Come on, man. There's no historical documentation or proof whatsoever that Caucasian people could be Israelite. Listen, we're using their own writings. We're using their own scholars. We can tell you when they converted to this Israelite teachings in 7th century AD under Cajun Bullen. Okay? That's why they call themselves Jewish. When you put the suffix ish, you're saying you are like something you are not. Blackish, bluish, brownish, reddish. They started calling themselves Jewish. There was a conversion. That's why the Arabs refused to recognize them as the people of the book. And when Donald Trump got in office, he signed legislation to recognize them as a Jewish state. Then he financed the campaign to attack them same Arabs to take the land and displace them. That's why there's a war going on in the Gaza Strip because they recruited American politicians to solidify that they people they not. So now everybody, we support Israel, we support Israel, we support. Nigga, you don't know nothing that's going on. You the walking dead. You don't know shit about what's going on around you. You talking from a place of ignorance. God, close your eyes. Same way Jesus said, read it again.
Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven.
This was a
But to,
mystery until God revealed it to us. Read on.
but to them it is not given.
Oh, it's going to get better. Read on.
For whosoever hath, to him shall be given.
Everybody don't
A-
got a spirit to connect with God and understand God. Read on.
And he shall have more abundance.
We're going to have more abundance intelligence concerning what's going on in the world and with God and with prophecy. Read on.
But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away even that he hath.
Watch this.
Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand.
So Christ said, I'm deliberately talking this way Because certain people I don't want to understand. Why? Read on.
And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Esaias,
We just read the prophecy of Isaiah that God will blind them and close their spiritual eye. He said, I'm doing it to fulfill the prophecy of Isaiah. Read on.
which saith, By hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand,
That's why y'all like, how you niggas is saying you the Israelites? You don't understand God's plan. Read on.
and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive.
Because the movement is spreading all over the world. It's not just us in the Americas. There's people in Zimbabwe, there's people in Ghana, there's people in Nigeria, there's people in Australia, there's people in England, there's people in Germany. They rising up everywhere. But a nigga in America with the most resources, we ain't no Israelites. What y'all niggas talking about? Y'all sound crazy at this point. Y'all clueless and useless, and you don't know how to do this. Moderator, I'll mute my mic, do what you like.
All praises,
Hey, what's the
all
guy they
praises.
snatched up? President snatched him up when he started saying he was an Israelite.
Maduro, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He said it openly. He said, we the real Israelites. They pulled up with 6 helicopters at night. They said, what? This Israelite shit is spreading. Take him down. And you niggas is still here in America with all the education and all the resources. We niggas. We blacks. We Americans. Come on, man.
All right, Jeremiah. Jeremiah, you gonna change your name, right? You don't need the name.
Oh yeah, this is my birth name, so
Oh,
you
hell no.
have to
Your mama
change it.
named you wrong. Your name is Jeremiah, not Jeremiah.
Yeah, I'm the only one who would have to
Jerome,
change their name to a Bible name, you know?
Jerome.
Well, Jeremiah, this a biblical room. We don't
Hey,
understand.
real talk. I know I was cracking jokes and stuff. The worst thing to find out for any human being on this earth is that you are not a Israelite. That is the worst thing to find out. Because God said he's handing control of the earth to the Israelites. Those were the ones that he chose in the beginning. Of y'all niggas is reading the Bible and calling yourself Christian, Methodist, Baptist, Catholic, Jehovah's Witness, Seventh-day Adventist, Protestant, everything the white man made up is what you saying you are. And God ain't never say nowhere in the Bible he dealing with none of those religious nut jobs. That's some bullshit they teach in the pulpit. That white, you could put a date on every single one of those religions. And God said, Joel chapter 2, verse 27, reader. Even if you don't believe in the Bible, an atheist should be like, yo, what's this obsession with God saying stuff like this? Reader,
Joel chapter 2 and verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God, and none else.
God just shitted on everybody. He said, I'm your God and none else. And all
What?
y'all niggas in church singing songs to God. Amos chapter 3, verse 1.
The book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
God just shitted on everybody else. What he said?
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
He said, of all the families of the earth, he's the creator. He said, you people are greater. Deuteronomy 28, verse 1, when he first spoke to them.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
This is over and over continuously in the Bible. And y'all niggas is calling yourself Christians, Methodists, Baptists, Catholic, Jehovah's Witness. So all this shit that's not in the Bible is what y'all believe. And it's so hard for you to wrap your mind around being an exclusive people closer to God than anybody else. You niggas is crazy now at this point. I had atheists come and say, your God is racist because all he care about is them Israelite people. And now everybody putting the Israelis in Israel to, that's why they said, we ain't doing no DNA tests. That's why they said no testing. Because now people are telling them, white people telling them, y'all not the people of the book. Okay? So you Negroes is denying connection to the creator. And y'all supporting a hater. That's just madness. Hey, go back. I'm sorry. We didn't finish Joel 2, verse 27. Watch this. Because the nigga will come up, I ain't no Israelite. I ain't joined that. And you'll say every title that white people put on you. That you can see historically when they started calling you nigger, black, colored, Negro, African, after Leo Scipio's Africanus, a white Roman. Hey, the word Africa ain't in the Bible. That's a new word. White people made that shit up. It was a Roman conqueror. America is after America Vespucci, an Italian explorer. So what the fuck are you? Which us identify, if we go historically and pull away all your titles, nigga, what are you? You ain't got no answer. Because before it was called Africa, it was called Al-Kabalon. You ain't no Al-Kabalonite. You don't even know the name. What are you? Besides a fucking color that white people put on you. Read it, reader.
Joel chapter 2 and verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God, and none
And
else.
what comes with that? Read on.
And my people shall never be ashamed.
You niggas are ashamed of your God-given name. So you are worthy to be blamed. Y'all don't know shit. Y'all talk a lot of shit, and you not shit if you not declaring yourself to be the chosen people of God, the Israelites. Moderator, I mute my mic.
Hey,
Go
did he
ahead,
get
Ken.
that? Did he get that in Second Esdras 6?
I will now.
To back him up.
Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures. Of him come we all.
Yeah, we
And the
all come from Adam. We all come from Adam. Read.
and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
Yeah, God has chosen a people. That's us. You blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. That's us. And those who are of, blacks, natives, if you don't accept it, that's on you, dummy. Read.
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our
The
sakes.
world is made for us. Read.
As for the other people,
Uh-oh, this is what A1 was talking about.
which also come of Adam,
Uh-huh.
thou hast said that they are nothing,
Damn.
but be like unto spittle.
Wait, slow down. We gotta that gotta be marinated. Like you gotta can't just run past that. Read it again, because I don't think they heard you at the bottom.
Yes, sir. As for the other people which also come of Adam,
Hmm.
thou hast said that they are nothing.
Oh, what Jeremiah went? He gone? Oh.
Nah, he here. He would.
Right here. I don't know what you. I don't know what all this is for.
Yeah, this is for your dumb ass.
I already know
Read
these
it again.
verses. I
Read
already
it.
know about Second Ezra 6 and
Care. I
56.
don't care. I don't care.
I came here to
You
talk about
bringing
the
up
Edomites.
Esau. You bringing up Esau. You don't even believe in the Bible. You stupid. You in a biblical
I
room.
mean,
You
Edomites
don't
were
believe in the Bible.
a
You
real ethnic
dumbass.
group in history. So
You
I
a
mean, you
dumbass. You're a dumbass. You wouldn't even know about Edomites if it wasn't for the Bible, dummy.
Hey, so
Yeah,
who are
nobody would talk about
you
that.
said they're ethnic group. Who are they today?
They mixed in with the ancient, their eastern population.
Okay,
You
everybody's
can't.
mixed in.
Yeah,
Is there a
everybody's mixed in.
geographic location that we could point to them and say, you people are the Edomites? Yes
There's
or no?
no definite group you could say that are Edomites today. Like nobody could trace their lineage
So
all the way
nobody
back.
can find them. The people that God says he hates, the only people God says he hates and he's going to destroy.
Oh, you
Now
can't
nobody
find
can
any
find
of
them.
those groups. You can't find the Moabites, the Ammonites, the Canaanites, Jebusites, Hittites. Can't find any of them.
Okay, all right, okay, yeah, yeah. A ball of confusion.
Hey,
Yeah, Matthew
give
10
me
verse 5. Real quick. Come on. Let's have a little fun, King. Come on. You want to spoil the fun. I know how you are. You just pull out the guns and just shoot the club up. I want to dance a little bit. I paid my money to get in the club. Let me do just have a little bit more music before you start busting off, man. And then the cops roll up and close the club down. Matthew chapter 10, verse 5.
Yes, sir. The book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 5. These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
So Jesus Christ, who all millions of billions of Christians say they believe in, he said, go and find the Israelites. But Jeremiah said, can nobody find them? They gone. We don't know their phenotypes. And Paul found them and preached the gospel to them and set up 7 churches. But Jeremiah said, we can't find them. They gone. Don't nobody know where they at. Because that's what the white man told them. That's the best way to keep people from. You know how many books we have that explain to you that Rome. Do you have your Bible dictionary reader?
Zonavans, yes, sir.
Uh, Look up Herod and read who Herod was, because he was the ruler at that time and responsible for hunting down Jesus Christ and nailing him to a cross. There was not only one Herod. There were Herods. It was a title, just like you have a presidency, a man ruling every 4 years. But Herod was the one looking for him to kill him. They knew exactly who the Edomites were and who the Israelites were. And they were ruling. They were the last empire that Daniel said would rule, the 4th beast. Okay, so you're going to repeat dumb shit you can't prove. And we're going to use historical documentation to show people how we move. Read it, reader.
This is the Zondervan's Bible Dictionary, page 224, Herod. Idumean rulers of Palestine. Line started with Antipater, whom Julius Caesar made procurator
These
of
are
Judea in.
historical white men, nigga. These are historical white men in history. This is their lineage. They don't deny this shit. Now a nigga gonna come and tell us, well, we don't know who they are. We don't know. They're mixed. They're everywhere. Read it again. These are scholars that went to school. Eloquent speaking white people with proper dictation and understanding, scholarly resources, historians, okay? That stick their pinky out while they drink tea and pronounce all their words clearly for everybody to understand and no use no slang. And got degrees in shit, masters and bachelors and all type of accreditation.
nigga, we burying that. you,
We just some dumb niggas making up stupid shit.
I'm
Read it again, reader.
taking you to the grave.
I, Idumean rulers of Palestine, 47 BC to AD
They
79.
even give you the dates. And a nigga will come and say, well, we don't know. They disappeared after 2,000 years
Talking
ago.
about in modern times, not ancient
They
times.
Shut
disappeared.
your ass up.
Nigga, this is just 2,000 years ago. You have to prove to me that in 2,000 years they disappeared. They have a historical documentation of what they morphed into. This is Rome. Rome fell in 193 AD and rose back up in the 14th century. It's called a Renaissance period. That's why there's Renaissance art. Nigga, you just talking out your ass. You ain't got no scholarly sources. You
I
can
didn't even
never
get to
spit.
quote any of my
You can never
sources. I
spit
try to
on
quote
the
my sources.
stage.
You guys said you don't believe in the Bible, so I'm not gonna
Listen,
let you quote
you
your
telling us.
sources. Like I literally have my sources
Listen,
in my
I'm
profile
I'm
picture.
using the
Like what?
Bible, and
Like come on now, man.
I'm using documented resource, scholarly resources.
Mine's is way older. All my stuff is
Okay,
older.
okay. We don't
They're
have to
from real
go older.
scholars. Any
What I'm trying to show you is I'm giving you dates of recent times of how your calendar is formed. Your calendar is formed by a specific group of people that God said would change times and change laws. The reason why you're in February 24th, 2026 is because they altered time. Time stopped and started at the birth of Jesus Christ. That's why you have BC, before the Christian era, and AD, the year of our Lord. And who was ruling during Jesus? Rome. Who was trying to kill Jesus? Edomites. They called them Idumeans also. Look it up. It's the same people. Read it again for him. He ain't listening.
Idumean rulers of Palestine. Line started with Antipater, whom Julius Caesar made procurator of Judea in 47 BC.
That's why you got a Julian calendar and a Gregorian calendar. They were rulers. They did things to impact the world. And God said they was going to fall and rise again and take control of the earth. You think we just some stupid niggas making up shit and we didn't do no research. So that's why y'all coming here with pomp and with pride. Like, let me shut these niggas up. You ain't never, we them different niggas, as Django said. Okay, we not them stupid niggas y'all used to dealing with. We can read now. Read on.
Number one, Herod the Great, first procurator of Galilee, then king of the Jews. Built Caesarea, temple at Jerusalem, slaughtered children at Bethlehem.
That's a geographic location. These are historical figures, and you said they disappeared. We can trace their lineage. They're an empire. The Bible calls them a beast. He said there will be four beasts, four kingdoms that will arise out of the earth. And we know Rome fell in 193 AD and then rose in the 14th century under the guise of the Roman Catholic Church. Okay, so I just took you from the time of Christ to 1,400 years in the future. Now your ass gonna tell me they disappeared within the past 300 years. Bro, you ain't built for this, man.
Yo,
You're
let me
not
quote
built
my
for this.
sources, man. I didn't even get to quote any of my sources.
I'm gonna mute up. I'm gonna mute up.
All
Hey,
right,
Pull
thank
your
you.
gun out.
Finally, man.
Pull your
All
gun
right,
out, bro. The party's about to be over. Now you
all
can
right.
start shooting the club up.
hold on one second. Hold on. Can I get a scripture, A1?
Go ahead.
Get that in Ecclesiastes, Ecclesiastes 4:16.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4, and verse 16. There is no end of all the people.
Shut up, nigga. Read it again.
There is no end of all the people.
You sound stupid. There's no people are mixed, dummy. Give me give me that first. Give me that Numbers 1 and 18.
The book of Numbers, chapter 1, and verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
So your pedigree is your nationality. There's no such thing as mixed with God. You are who your father is. The world and your science says, well, I'm parts this, I'm two-tenths that, I'm three-thirds this. Nigga, you can only be one thing. The seed come from the nut sack of your daddy. He has the X and the Y chromosome. He decides if it's a male or female child, and the soul and the spirit and the identity of that child comes from the nut sack of the man. So contrary to what sound good, oh, I'm mixed, I'm half this, I'm 2/10 that, my mother's this. God don't care who your mama is. Your mama don't. That's why when they went to war, they said kill all the males. That's why in Egypt they said kill all the males. Okay, because you can keep a nation going through the women. The women are just incubators. They have an egg that comes down 12 times for the year. If it don't get fertilized, it dies. Your nutsack, your sperm don't die. As long as it's in your balls, it's swimming and it's alive. The life of the person comes from the penis and it swims to the egg and fertilize it. Then it grows inside the mother. Okay, so that's why every time you read in the Bible when they went to war, they say kill all the men and keep the woman alive. And you don't have no place in the Bible where a nation of people were exterminated. They tried to exterminate us, but it didn't work. We know who they are. And I know I'm talking rough and I know I'm laughing and joking and everything, but this is real talk. This is real talk. If you don't know who you are, you ain't getting far. They already know. That's why the superpowers of the earth took the Bible and stole the identity of the people, and that's how white supremacy was birthed. That's how they took control of the earth. Then they took America is a white Christian nationalist country. So they wanted to push Christianity on people, black and white, because it will support their campaign. That's why you got white people saying, we need to support Israel. We need to support Israel. Then you got another portion of white people saying, that's not Israel. Those are Zionists. There's a difference between the genetically uh, people who are connected to Israel than from a movement called Zionism. That's why they come up with terms. If you're not on our side, you're an anti Semite. Okay, because this after the flood, when you read the Bible, there was three lineages. You have Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The Israelites come from the lineage of Shem. So although they say anti-Semitic, what they're saying is we come from Shem. When you follow the pedigree of those three sons, the Israelites, it was no Adam, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, then the 12 tribes. That's from the lineage of Shem. Prior to them being called the Israelites, they were the sons of God, the Hebrews. Then when they became a nation, when you follow the pedigree, the lineage, that's where you get the 12 tribes of Israel, and that's where you get the nation. So God gives you a historical account of them in the Old Testament going to war with the other nations, first the Egyptians, then the Babylonians, then the Assyrians, then the Persians, then the Medes, then the Greeks. Then Greek merged with Rome, and they were called the Greco-Roman Empire. In the Bible, get Maccabees chapter 1, verse 1, because you said that they disappeared. Come on, bro. Stop repeating shit that you can't substat, that niggas made up. Niggas made
And
up that
when
shit.
you gonna be quote my sources, man?
He ain't listening, so we're going to let him get his sources. He ain't listening. Go ahead.
Ah man, finally. All right, let me begin. So the first text I'm gonna quote is the papyrus Anastasia. And it says, it's the Egyptian text, right? And it says, we have finished letting the Shasu of Edom pass through the fortress of Merneptah. So the ancient Egyptians, there was a group of people in Egypt called the Shasu, and they were Edomites. The ancient Egyptians even recorded this. And there's even another text, Amun Red Temple of Sobeb. It said, it is the Shasu land seer. That's Edom, bro. And now if you look at my profile picture, if you look at my profile picture, this is how the ancient Egyptians depicted these Edomites.
So
This
let
is
me
how the
ask you
ancient
this.
Egyptians depicted
You
these
believe
Edomites, bro.
you believe in the Egyptian heritage? Are you an Egyptologist?
No, I'm just saying that Egyptians depicted Edomites. That's all I wanted to
Sir,
say.
sir, everything we have about Egypt came from a white man named Champollion. Look it up. He was the one. That's why you got niggas now calling themselves Egyptologists and talking about Egypt. A nigga ain't
Yeah.
know shit about Egypt until a French man named Champollion presented this information to you. So we got a lot of those that come in here.
I'm
The
not an
Egyptians,
Egyptologist.
the stuff that you're quoting is based on writings, okay? And there's no books that was put out because the way that they wrote, There's not no language now today. They had hieroglyphs, and that's the history. That's the stuff. When you dig into their culture, that's how you get the information. Ain't no Egyptians walking the earth today that put together the information that you got. You got that shit from white people.
Oh,
You
so
ain't got
now,
that from no ancient
wow.
Egyptian civilization. Okay, you got that shit from white people.
So when I quote a source, Egyptians depicting Edomites as having brown skin and saying that these Shasus people come
Listen,
from Edom, it's from white people. But when you
listen.
quote a source, it's from
I'm
white
using
people
the
as well.
Bible. White people didn't write the Bible. White people didn't write the
They
Bible,
preserved it.
and
They
they cannot.
preserved it.
They,
They
and they
preserved it and
cannot.
translated it.
And they cannot manipulate the history that's written in the Bible. But like I said, we're gonna hear your sources out because I don't want this to be you saying we wasn't fair to you. Let them finish giving his sources.
It's my last one. So this is the Greeks describing, the Edomites. I can't pronounce this, but it says Antigonus set out from Gaza and led his army against the Idumeans. These people are Nabatean Arabs. So the Greeks call the Edomites Arabs. It's very simple. No need to overcomplicate it. That's it. That's all I have to say.
Hey, do you believe in God?
Yeah.
Bruh, how you eating and you having a conversation?
What you said?
How you eating you having a conversation? It's
Because I've
disgusting.
been waiting. I've been waiting 40 minutes.
Yes. So Jeremiah, you believe in God?
Nah, I'm not really religious.
So how did we get here? Like, how would you? Do you have children?
Yeah.
How would you explain to your children if they say, "Daddy, how we get here? How did life get here,
I say
mankind?"
I don't know.
Okay, at least he was honest. At least he didn't make up some stupid
I don't
answer.
have.
All right, I'll mute my mic.
Yeah, I just want to talk about the Edomites, man. I don't know why you guys came for me, man. I mean, if you disagree, you disagree. I'm not. I'm not. Here, I'm not gonna call
No,
you an
we're not.
idiot for
We're
saying
not.
that, right?
Listen, we're not coming for you. We appreciate you. You stood here, and you didn't get emotional. You kept your composure, and I respect that. I got respect for you. We didn't. I was rough on you, and you still held your ground. You still waited your time. Most time, black people they get emotional and they turn into like little women. But at least you are manly enough to hold your ground, even if though we disagree with you. You were manly enough. You kept your composure. You wasn't disrespectful, and I admire those characteristics. I mute my mic.
All right, we got Sam. Sam, you with us?
Yeah, what's up?
All right, Sam, how you doing, man?
Good, what about you?
I'm all right. Where you from?
Um, like where I was born or where I live?
Where you live at now?
Texas,
Okay, where you from originally?
Singapore.
Okay, well, Singapore, that's West Africa.
No,
What Singapore? What do you?
Singapore is in Asia.
Okay, got you, Adrian. My bad, I heard that wrong. But
Hey, you
anyway,
good?
yeah, yeah, yeah. What you think about the topic?
Um,
Matter of fact, what's your religious background? Before we go there,
religious background.
yeah.
I used to be atheist and then I'm Muslim now.
Okay, you Muslim now. All
Yeah.
right, so what's your thoughts on the topic?
Do contradictions exist in the Bible? I mean, depends on which version of the Bible you're talking about, but yes, there are contradictions according to well, I would say the variations and what's being taught. Um, some will go ahead and tell you that oh, there's transmission errors or translation errors or yada yada yada, but those even exist even before it was translated, especially from the Hebrew of it. So it's littered with it. And people get butthurt whenever I say that.
So you read Hebrew?
Yeah, it used to.
You used to read Hebrew? Okay. What Hebrew Bible you read?
Say that again.
You had a Hebrew Bible? You had a Bible
No,
in Hebrew
I
that you read?
I never really went out of my way to read a Hebrew Bible. When I was formerly trying to study Judaism, I was reading let's say Tanakh.
Got you. I'm asking because you said it was contradictions in the Hebrew too, but
Hmm.
anyway, so give us an example. What are you talking about? Give us an example. We got the Bible. We believe in we read the King James Bible,
Hmm.
1611 with apocrypha included. So what contradiction are you talking about?
Okay, so one of the easiest contradictions to point out is the age of the king. Um, I forget the king's name, but I don't know if his name is Josiah, but
Yeah,
his
because
grandmother's
I
name was
know, I,
Athaliah. He was
yeah,
both.
I know
Yeah.
you're talking about because we heard this all the time. A lot of time Arabs bring this up. A lot of time
Mhm.
when people converted to Muslims, they try to disprove the Bible.
with the
Uh,
same talking points.
exactly.
You know that the Bible, there were scribes that did reprints of the Bible before printing press, before you had a way to put the Bible in book form. The to preserve it, it had to be rewritten by scribes. And it's only in every single text you're gonna find human errors. Well, a person could write 26 instead of 46. Okay? It's a human error. That's not a contradiction. If you check historically what took place and when he was born, that's an easy fix. That's not a contradiction in every writing, in every text. Unless you got a computer making the reprint by hand, according to man, mistakes are made. So that's not a contradiction, sir.
So see, here's the
Okay?
problem.
Because you see a discrepancy in age, it's when it was transcribed. That's why they're scribes. We
So
can
I'm
read the context and prove the age of the king. That's not a contradiction.
so
We
so
want
I'm
something. Can we read what a contradiction is, please? Leader?
I'm glad you point this out because
Yes,
as you're
sir.
saying the what's it
Hold on. Go ahead, Rita.
Definition of contradiction: a combination of statements, ideas, or features of a situation that are opposed to one another. A person, thing, or situation in which inconsistent elements are present. The statement of a position opposite to one already made.
Okay, wonderful. I'm glad you bring this up because Age of Isaiah, whenever I bring this up, it's the one where if people are like, "Oh, this is a copying error," then you have to also say that about the what say the number of troops or the difference of the accounts of the troops from the Book of Samuel and then the Book of Chronicles, where one counts the standing army while the other just talks about its reserves, right? So if we're going to go ahead and talk about the exact same situation and you're giving me the what's a number of the armies, why are we now all of a sudden having a difference of account on what's a army and its reserves? um there's also what do you say the huge incident between what do you say the one with David as well, where in the book of Samuel he's like, yo, I incited God. But I believe it was the first book of Chronicles where he says I incited I incited Satan. Yeah. And then those you can't say they're copyist errors or like oh there's scribe errors or so on and so forth. They're making on that situation very specific counts of the fact that like, hey, there's a different context going on when we're talking about the same thing over and over again. And those are the really easy ones to point out. What I don't like is yeah, go
So
ahead.
are you? No, no, real quick, because we look like AY said, all these talking points. Listen, we heard it before, but no one can disprove that the Bible is not a real book. So are you saying the Bible is not a real book? You saying all this to say the Bible is not a true book?
Wait, okay, hold on. When we're
I'm
saying
asking you a question. Are
no,
you
I'm
saying?
trying to
Are you
understand the
saying?
question.
Listen. I get you. Are you just you're pointing these things out? Is
Yeah.
the Bible a true book? Yes or no?
But what do you mean by true book? I'm trying
I
to
mean,
understand that.
is it real? Is the Bible real? Is the Quran? You think the Quran? The Quran supposed to be a book of prophecy. Is
Yeah.
it a book of prophecies?
Yeah, the Quran's a revelation, yes.
Okay, now is the Bible a book of prophecy?
I mean, no, not really. It's just a
So
collection of books.
so you saying the Bible never prophesied something that's going to happen in the future, and it happened.
No, no, no. The point of a Bible is to collect the books. The books within it are what we have to go ahead and see in this
Okay,
manner.
I know it's a collection of books. Don't deviate. We're talking about
Wait,
prophecy.
hold on, because he know. So ask it like this: you never read the Bible,
No, I have.
so you never read about prophecies in the Bible that God said this was gonna happen. So come on, man. You
In the
know what he's
specific books, yes. So what I'm trying to understand from the line of questioning is when he said the Bible is a true book, is he saying like
the prophecy.
basically people mean different things when they ask that same question.
Okay, okay. Isaiah 34:16.
Okay.
Read that, Rita.
Sorry, you cut out for me. What?
Book of Isaiah, chapter 34, and verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it
My
hath
bad. My
gathered
bad.
them.
I was on mute. I was on mute. Read it again. I'm sorry.
Yes, sir. Verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read.
Read.
No one of these shall fail.
None of the prophecies in the Bible will fail. He said that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans was gonna go on slavery on slave ships. Guess what? We're on slavery on slave ships, sir. The condition of the black folks today in America is prophesied in the Bible.
So that's interesting
Hold
because
on, I'm not
that's
finished. I got
okay.
one more. I'm gonna let you speak. I got one more.
Hmm.
Okay. Isaiah 46:10.
Isaiah chapter 46 and verse 10. Declaring the end from the beginning,
Do,
and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure.
right. So God has spoken in his word, and the things came to pass, and they will come to pass. Like for example, the things that's happening right now in the world, we already know what's happening because our prophets spoke about them.
Okay.
Yeah, about America downfall. America is going to be destroyed by nuclear fire. Yep.
So okay, um, that's at least for what do you say? Isaiah 34. I know your interpretation of that is the first I've ever heard it in that specific context.
Hmm.
But what was the second verse that was
Okay,
just
you
read?
interpret it then. You interpret it since you said it's your interpretation.
No, no, no. It's the first interpretation I've ever heard of that. I don't take interpretations of my own. That I feel that that's disingenuous, especially when looking into faiths.
I don't even understand how people listen, man. How you can have a conversation? Yeah, you know what, y'all go ahead, Kunta. Go ahead.
Yeah, hey King, I was going to the point because real quick, Isaiah 41:21. This one I'm asking you, right?
Isaiah chapter 41 and verse 21. Produce your cause, saith the Lord.
So
Bring,
what? So God is telling us if you're gonna say something, you gotta produce your call. Produce it. If your stance is the Quran, because that's what we about to go. Produce your cause, read,
bring forth your strong reasons,
because you
saith the
have
King of
because
Jacob.
you have a strong opinion. You believe this, so this your strong reasoning. Bring it forth. Come on,
So
read
bring
on.
forth.
Read. I got you. Here it go. Read.
Bring
Read
forth your
up.
strong reasons, saith the King of Jacob. Let them bring them forth and show us what shall happen. Let them
So
show the former things what they be, that we may consider them.
So
And no,
in order for us to consider the Quran, you will have to show us prophecy in the Quran. For you to say that's the true book, that's your stance. Show us in the Quran what prophecy we can read about that happened or came to pass or is to come. Show us one prophecy in the Quran.
Yeah.
Just one. That's all we want. Go ahead.
Um, okay, sure. Uh, so there are many prophecies that have come true.
Show us one.
Sure. There are many prophecies that have come true, but let's go ahead and talk about the prophecy of, let's see. Um, which one will I use?
Oh, dude, it's one.
See,
That's
see
that's
the
Su Surah. What just go pick one.
so I guess the prophecy I'll use
hey,
is
can he tell
the
us about the
expansion
night
of the
when the
universe.
jinn came and visited Muhammad? Can you tell us about that?
Okay, so I'm gonna one thing at a time.
Yeah, yeah. Let's
Uh,
start with that one. Can you tell us about the night when the jinn
so am
came
I
and visited
talking?
Muhammad?
So am I talking about prophecy now, or am I talking about the jinn that was
Yeah, I kind
Muhammad
of want. I
naked?
want to know about the jinn. You know, when they came and visited Muhammad, everybody was naked. I kind of
So
want to know a little bit about that. Can you tell us about that?
okay, I'm gonna go back to focusing on the first topic, and then
No,
I'll address
no.
your topic.
We want to
Right.
know about the jinn and all the naked niggas that was
So
visiting Muhammad. Can you tell us about that?
so are we gonna be disrespectful now,
Yeah,
or what's
tell us
going on?
about it. Tell
Yes,
us about it, bro.
100%. Yes, I am. Yes, 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 yes. Can you tell us about the night when the jinn came and visited Muhammad naked? And then after that, could you please expound on Aisha? Those are two. Those are a couple things we want to know. Every time Muslims come up here, we kind of want to, pick their brain as it pertains
So
to this. Can you
Kunta,
help us out?
do you not want to know the prophecy stuff anymore, or is that
Well, I know there's no
like
prophecies
okay?
in there, because it's taking you forever. You got to Google your own prophecies right now. That's what you're doing.
It's not about Googling it. It's
But
about which one would you guys
but is
accept.
that what you're doing? But is that what you're doing right now?
No, not
So
really.
you're not so not really would imply that you're kind of doing it. Like
Not really means in the
words
fact
have
that
meaning.
okay,
Words have
not
meaning.
really in the
When you
fact
say
that I
not
have a
really, that means
Quran
that you're
open
kind
in
of
front of
doing
me.
it. So when
I
you
have a,
said not really, that means you're still kind of doing it. You say, hold on, let me look it
yes,
up.
I
It's
have
your
a
book.
Quran in
How
front of
long? How
me
long have you been a Muslim?
for the better part of like 5, 6 years.
So for 5, 6 years, you ain't got no scriptural recall about one prophecy in that book
Why do you think I'm bringing up the exact verse?
that said you don't have no scriptural recall. It's taking forever for you to bring up a prophecy. Now I want
Okay,
to know about the jinn.
I only
Tell us
took a
about the jinn
second
and the
to flip to.
nakedness.
Okay, I took
Yes,
a
sir.
second to flip to the verse. I don't know why you're getting so agitated about
I
this.
just want to know about the naked jinn when they came and visited Muhammad, and why is your God sending jinn to Muhammad and everybody naked? That's what I want to know.
I just don't know why you're so aggressive. I'm trying to answer Kunta's
It's
question,
too
and then you're
aggressive for
turning
you,
turning
player.
into
I'm just first off, we on an app. You know what I mean? There's an application.
He will
I
not
don't know
answer that
you.
question.
I'm nowhere where you're at. You know where I'm at. It's impossible for me to be aggressive with you, Sam. I don't grab. I haven't grabbed you by your collar and put you up against a wall. I haven't done that to you, Sam. We're on the app. So tell us about the jinn and them twerking with Muhammad. Let us know about that.
okay. I mean, if you're gonna go ahead and put it like this, there's no authentic source that even talks about it in any shape or form. So you don't even understand the corpus of what reference I was talking about, and that too.
I wasn't talking
You
about what you were talking about. I'm asking about the jinn.
okay? The jinn. There was no naked jinn, or there's no authentic source of naked jinn visited Muhammad.
Do y'all believe in the jinn?
Well, sure, yeah, we know that there are jinns.
So did the jinn go and visit Muhammad?
Not a naked jinn, but yes, several
Now I'm
jinns have
asking you, did they
visited.
go and visit?
Yeah, several.
Okay, where you read about the council them visiting them,
You can find them within the Quran, and you can find them within the Hadiths.
and none of them was naked.
No,
Oh man, it kind of sounds like you lying to me. We got Yawada up here. Hey, Yawada, you was a Muslim, right?
Yeah, I did with Muslim. I was one step before becoming a Muslim. Yes.
Do you know about the jinn?
Yeah, the jinn is in Quran. The jinn is one of is they try to make it like Christianity. Jinns, there are good jinns, there are bad jinns, there are Allah's crazy, and a lot of I think 10 angels would go and rape Muhammad. They raped Muhammad, and Muhammad was so scared after the rape. You can see it in the hadith. It's Sahih. You know, Muhammad get raped several times, and every time he got a recitation, he said it was a Gabriel, but it was a jinn, because
Hell.
how the Quran even started, Muhammad was afraid. He went to Khadija. Khadija was his first wife. She was, I think, 15 years older than Muhammad. You know, he went to Khadija and say, "An angel, a devil want to kill me." And Khadija say, "No, it was an angel. This man who came to Muhammad in the cave appeared like an angel. It was not an angel. It was a demon." Muhammad's first impression was right. He said to his wife, who was 15 years older, "Hey Khadija, I was scared. Somebody want to kill me." He never said it was Gabriel, Jibril. You know, and you know what is funny? The Quran is a lot of had a lot of how should I say, contradiction. If you ask somebody who's the first Muslim, they say Abraham, but Muhammad was the first Muslim. If you ask who made
No,
what
no
did
one
Allah,
says Abraham was the first Muslim. We say Adam was the
how
first
can
Muslim.
Abraham be the how can Adam or Abraham or Muhammad, how can if you ask a Muslim who was the first Muslim, he say Adam. How can Adam be the first Muslim if first he never say the Shahada?
Sir, do you know the
Wait. You
translation for
see,
Muslim?
how can he be the first Muslim if he never say the Shahada? The Shahada is to say the witness you believe in Allah and
Okay,
Muhammad is his prophet. If
you know what,
Muhammad was not born
Yawada,
in the
then I have a question for you.
My
Do you know
phone.
what the
yes,
term Muslim means?
No, no,
Oh, my
answer his
phone.
question. Answer
I
his
thought my
question.
phone had went out.
wait. How can if Muhammad came
Yeah,
with
so
his
I'm asking you, do you know what the term Muslim means?
Muslim is to be faithful to whom? If Muhammad to whom? To whom? If Muhammad before, it's written in the Quran, you never
If you
know the
know,
faith.
okay, here's the funny thing. If you know
Answer
Why
anything
the
you not
question
about
to
answering
God,
the
whom?
question,
Answer
Sam?
to
Sam,
whom?
answer the question.
To
Who
sure.
was the
whom
first
Muhammad?
Muslim?
Muslim, the first Muslim is Adam. How we know this is
How
the
can
fact that
Adam be the first
Muslim
Muslim if
means
Muhammad
if
was
you
the founder of
okay,
Islam?
do you want me to go ahead and continue the reasoning in
Yeah,
this? Because it's a very
explain.
simple
Wait,
one,
I'm talking to
right?
speak. Look,
Muslim, all Muslim means is someone who submits their will to God, right?
but
It
which God?
doesn't
Which God?
necessarily
Which
mean
God?
that everyone in every time period goes ahead and says a shahada where they proclaim
Sam,
Muhammad Sallallahu
Sam,
Alaihi Wasallam as their
Sam.
final
If
messenger.
if there's only one God, why Muhammad was before not a Christian or a Jew? Or you see the problem? You say to submissive to God.
Every
Wait,
single person
let
throughout
me please
history
ask you
who has
again.
submitted
Who
their
was
will to
the
God
who was?
is a Muslim.
Is there a difference between Islam and to be a Muslim? Where's the difference?
What do you mean? Where's the difference?
Yeah, you say Adam was the first Muslim. Where's the difference between to be a Muslim and to be in Islam? Where's the difference?
Muslim just means someone who submits their will to God.
Is a Muslim somebody who's in Islam? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, then how can Muhammad be the first Muslim and how can Adam be the first Muslim if Islam is
I
the
just told you
Muslim?
how Adam
You
could be
see,
the first Muslim.
how hypocrite you are. You say
Damn.
Muslim. If you are a Muslim, then you are in Islam. But
Okay.
nobody says Abraham never said the Shahada. Adam never said the Shahada. You know, nobody know Muhammad.
That's
Nobody said
called
that
a
Muhammad was a
contradiction.
Damn.
Contradiction. That's
no,
That's a
That's a
nobody.
contradiction.
contradiction. That's a
that's
contradiction,
So
bro.
called a
that's
contradiction.
not a
Damn,
contradiction.
y'all would have. Damn, Sam.
So
Damn.
so I get you guys are very
And
disrespectful
you
here
know
in
what's
this
funny? You
room,
know
but
what is very
again,
funny? You know
again,
what is
I'm
very
here
funny?
to answer a
If
couple of
you see in the
questions.
Quran, if you speak with a Muslim and you ask him what was the belief of Muhammad before, they say they don't know. If they don't know, how can somebody then come to him and say, "Speak in the name of your Lord"? If he's a pagan, who's his God then in this moment? How can
Damn.
how can somebody
Damn,
come and
Sam.
say, how can somebody come and say to him, so is the Islam started, so is this biblical started? How can somebody come and say, read? Muhammad said, I don't know to read. He forced him, read. I don't know to read. And then he said, I came in the name
Do
of
you
your
know what a
Lord.
miracle is?
What is a
Damn,
miracle if he
Sam.
has a if
You
he
know
gets
what he
a
just said? You know what you just said, Sam? You just said that the Lord works in mysterious ways. That's what you just said just now. Do you know what a miracle is? So
Yeah. Do you know what a
a
miracle?
miracle can compensate for the contradiction that y'all would have just laid out for you?
What
Damn,
contradiction?
Sam.
Okay,
Damn,
here's the
Sam.
problem I'm having with you guys. I first I'm invited up. First I'm invited up. I didn't come here just out of randomness. I just came here to listen. Okay,
Okay,
fine.
well listen.
So now I was asked a question about prophecies. You now you don't want to hear the answer to it. Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
cause it ain't
Now I
none. Yeah,
don't
we wanted to
understand what
know
you're
about
trying
the
to do.
gin,
Are you trying
and
to
then you was being
are
a,
you
then you
just
started to
trying to
allude
just
that.
continuously
So
insult me
y'all
and
would
my
have so
religion
y'all
because
would have just laid out a bunch of contradictions within the Islamic faith that he just
so
laid out
I
for you.
like how you point that out because you even read the definition of a contradiction and you're not giving me one.
Okay, I have a question. I have a question. Don't you say I don't give you? Then ask. This is an easy question. What did Allah create first? The stars or the heaven? What did He create first? I can give you the surah, and you will see that's contradict. What did Allah create first? Can you show me?
What did he create first?
What did He create first? What did He create it first? Or easier. How did Allah create something? He has only to speak, or He has to make action.
Well, Allah says
I
it, he
heard this one
creates in
before.
many different ways, but one of the ways he says is be and it is.
Show me one thing. What He say be, and it is.
Sure.
One one
How he
thing. One
created
thing.
one of the ways he does this, and he says this very specifically, is when it came to Jesus, be and he was.
Give me the surah. Give me the no. In Jesus, he breathed. He breathes to breathe to breathe. This is his
He
word.
says be and it is.
Jesus, according. Let me speak, please. Let us give me the surah, and then I will prove you wrong. According to the Quran, Jesus is the word from Allah, his ghost. He said kalima. Kalima is his word. How if Jesus is the word of Allah, is he a part of Allah? Yes or no? Allah
No.
breathed into Allah's ghost breathed into Maryam because you think Jesus has no father. The first error, but no problem. You know, Allah's spirit breathed into Maryam because Maryam say, "How can I be
Okay.
pregnant if I don't
Okay.
have?"
Okay. Notice
If
how
you say,
this is not a contradiction for us.
don't let us
Here's
don't
how
let us miss
tell
the
you.
wait,
Sir,
please don't let us miss
if
the
you want to
context. You say
have
to
a
me,
decent
wait.
conversation here,
You say to
I
me,
am
Hey,
Allah.
100%
hey,
here for a
hey,
decent
Sam
conversation.
and Uada. Listen, y'all can't overtalk each other.
I'm not trying to. I'm trying to have a decent conversation. He's telling me bring a verse. Okay, I'm trying to. He's then trying to go ahead and compound more to this. I'm just trying to peacefully just go ahead and answer whatever questions, even though it's been very disrespectful here. I'm just gonna go ahead and just point it out. If you go to chapter 3, which is Ali Imran, right, verse 59, roughly that's where it's going to be. Indeed, the example of Jesus with Allah is that of Adam. He created him from dust, and he said, "Be," and he was. Where God is going ahead and putting both Jesus and Adam in the same camp. The only difference is that Jesus had a mother, Adam didn't have a mother or a father. If you're gonna go ahead and say Jesus had a father, then you also have to go ahead and say Adam had a father. We don't make a contradiction in this. We're just saying they were created in two different various forms, but one thing that's common is be and it was, and they were created.
Look, open Surah 21, 91. We read it. You are laughing. You are not telling the truth. You say Allah. I show you that Allah, His ghost is the father of Jesus according to Quran. Surah 21, 91.
You're talking about the one where he puts the
Wait,
spirit
I
into
read.
Jesus, right?
Yeah, read it. Read it. Come on, read it.
Read. I
Yeah.
read. Surah
So
21.
it
I
says
read it.
here.
No, no. So you see the contradiction. Let me speak, please.
Okay,
So
please, you want
Quran
me to
Surah
read it?
21. Quran Surah 21 verse 91. And mention the one who guarded her chastity. So we blew into her through our spirit, and we made her and her son a sign for the world. You see, Allah's
Okay.
spirit. You see, and that's what I say you lie. You see, Allah blew, he cannot do anything without only speak. You see, Allah has to make action. This is the first contradiction. I say, prove me one thing that Allah only has to say, be and it is. Nothing he can do without his word is powerless. You see here in Surah, everybody can look 21, 91. Allah, after he speak, he has to make action. He has to send his spirit, and his spirit has to blow into Mary, and Mary become pregnant. You see, Allah has no power. It's crazy. You see, Muslims, you don't read. That's a problem. That's why
Okay.
you cannot.
So if I may, just to go ahead and show you that's a very stupid way of saying we have a contradiction here.
But
God
you
has
say,
also said
wait, but you say,
again, I'm trying to
no,
speak.
we
I'm
forgot
trying
the
to
point.
speak. Stop over speaking
You
me.
said Allah will do something only with
Again,
speaking. But you see, it's
I'm
not true.
trying to speak here. please stop for like 2 seconds.
No, you gotta acknowledge that though, Sam. You did
Here's
say
how I
that
here's
all I
how I
do. Hold
here's how
on,
I
hold
don't
on.
really need
All right,
to.
all
One
right,
second,
hold
we're
on.
going ahead and
Hold on, I'm gonna mute you for a second. You gotta acknowledge what was just said. You originally stated that Allah can create things just by speaking. And what Yah would have just demonstrated that it wasn't only by speaking. He had to do an action after the word was spoken.
Yes.
So
Okay,
that there is
so
a contradiction from what
that's
you
what I'm
said
trying to answer
originally.
here. Show enough, like again, this is just a very disrespectful conversation. Let's have a normal one, right? I don't mind that,
No,
but
this is a
again,
normal conversation.
no, it's not. Let's be very factual here.
Sam, are
So
you said
again, I'm trying to go ahead and address this, and this is a very dumb argument to make because when
okay?
Allah
But
said
it's
be
written in
and
your
it
Quran,
is,
not in mine.
again,
It's
I'm
written in
just
your Quran.
again, if we're gonna have a conversation, and I'm just giving this one last shot here, right? Again,
Yeah.
he and it is Allah is not. He's saying yes, I am creating this with my words, of course, but he's also going ahead and pointing out like yes, we have put the spirit into them. There's a way in which God creates. You can't now dictate how God creates things, right? So you're
But you see,
saying
you
this
contradict yourself
21
in the
verse
scriptures.
was a 91 fine. You can go ahead and find that, but then also at the same time if you go to the creation of Adam, which is found in chapter 38,
So now
around verse
you
70 to 73, you'll find that God has put our spirit into Adam, right? You'll
But
find
he doesn't.
in,
Oh, wait. Let us read this. And he lied. In Adam, he formed him from the mud. From the mud. You see, he's doing action again.
again,
Allah,
if
Allah
you
is
like
not.
for me to
Wait,
finish
please tell
my
me you are
statement,
lying.
because
Let
you
us read
don't
the
seem to
verse. Let us
understand.
give the verse. You see
Okay,
that
Yawada,
yeah
Allah is
yeah
Yawada,
yeah.
powerless.
Let's read the verse. Let's hear
I'm
it.
trying to finish,
Now
please.
let's read the verse
No,
because
no.
you
Let's
can't you
read the
can't
verse.
Okay,
Let's
you
read
can't
the
just
verse.
make a statement and just run with it. As if we
I
don't
can
want to
keep
hear what it
muting me when
says.
I'm trying to bring to you the
Yeah,
verse here.
we're trying to read the
You're
verse.
just being dishonest. You're just a dishonest
Sam,
person here.
are you about to read the
I
verse?
no, I yeah, sure. I can go
All right,
ahead
we'll
and read
read it.
the
We'll
verse
read
right
it. We'll
now.
just read
Okay.
it. Just read it. Just read it.
So, here. Here, one sec. Let me bring up the Quran again.
Which surah? Give the surah.
Uh there's going to be two verses I bring up. One is going to be from Surah Sad. This is chapter 38. Uh Here we go. Verse let's see.
Surah 38. Verse. Which verse?
Oh, I'm finding the exact verse. Give me one second. Look around here.
But don't forget your saying. You see, Allah has only to say be and it is. We want no action.
Yeah, you haven't contradicted that, but one
He
second.
did. That was
So
contradicted because it showed he had to do an action.
Allah then says in verse 38, sorry, chapter 38, verse 72. So when I have fashioned him, and had a spirit of my
When I
own
had what?
creation
When I had
breathed into
what?
him,
When I had what?
fall
When
down
I
in prostration
fashioned
to him.
him. What is fashion, bro? What is fashion? Action? Yes or no? What is fashion, bro?
So,
You see, you contradict yourself
here,
again. You see,
okay,
that's Quran.
so
What is
I
fashion?
don't think you guys understand how religion
Yeah,
works
we
then,
don't know. We
because
don't
Oh
understand.
man.
First you say, you see. So now we don't understand. Okay. I don't speak English good, but you see, but I know fashion. Fashion is to do something, Allah has to do something, my
yes,
friend.
Allah does something. Of
But
course,
what is
no one's
fashion? What is
rejecting this
fashion,
in
my friend?
Islam. What are you
So when
doing?
I have fashioned him and had a spirit of my own creation, after fashion, he had to breathe into him. You see two action. You see what crazy? You see Islam
Do you
crazy?
know anything
Man, it was a
about
double
religion,
action.
Joanna? Like, here's the problem. I don't think you guys know anything about religion, because if you're
Yeah,
saying that this is a
you have a
problem,
religion because Allah
you're
is
then
false.
saying
Allah is not human.
every
There is a
single
religion.
thing within what is it, the
we're,
creation, especially talked about within the
we're not
Bible
we're
or
not
within the
talking about
Quran,
religion. We're talking
everything
about what you
is
stated
completely
earlier.
falsified.
Earlier, you stated that he just speaks and it is. Yahweh
Be
has
and it was.
demonstrated on
Yes,
numerous
that's
occasions that
one of the
that's
ways
not
in
the
which God
case.
creates.
That
Yeah,
that's
sure.
not the case. You haven't demonstrated that. Yeah, every place that you're going, Yahweh has demonstrated
I
that
went
it's
ahead
an
and told you
action
the
that's
verse.
required every
Again,
time.
I went ahead and told you the verse where God said be and it was, and that is the fact of
Bro,
what he does.
after B and
And
No.
it
if you
was,
want to
you have
give
to make action.
if your argument to
It's
me
like I
is you want to
it's like
give
me I'm saying.
a was a pamphlet of what God can and can't do when he's creating, then that's a very stupid argument to start off here.
No, it's off of your statement. You said that Allah says be and it is
Yes, that's
without
one
any
of the ways you
actions.
create.
And Yahweh has demonstrated that you have that Allah has to perform actions. It's not just by word. That is a contradiction, sir.
How is
Right,
that a contradiction? You just read out the entire definition of a contradiction. You're still talking about creation in this aspect. How you go
bro.
ahead and enumerate God in this aspect
You're
is
speaking the
not
whole time. You
makes
don't show
no
us
sense.
anything from your Quran. It's not my Quran. You see, Allah can do nothing. He has to work after. You know, Allah's lazy. You know, he can do nothing with his word. After he say be, nobody look, and then he has to
What are
work.
you
And then
talking about?
he say
Like,
I my words
you
work.
you want to know how dumb
Crazy.
this is? Not a single religious doctrine even goes ahead and says,
Bro,
"Hey, what
okay.
you're
Can
saying
I ask you
about
one
God in
question?
this
Can I
Well,
ask
context
you
hold
one
on one
doesn't
question?
second.
sound
I'm
in any
sorry.
way
Hold on,
shape or
hold on, hold
form."
on, hold on, hold on. Because now you're trying to open it up to all religious doctrines, and we're not talking about that. We're
Yes,
talking about the
and
contradiction
again, which is
That Yahweh would have
understood.
caught
But
you in. You what
okay,
you trying to do? You trying to move the goal, but we were talking about the
what you are
Quran.
arguing to me,
And you
you
keep
have to
saying about a
understand
contradiction, and you said we read the definition of
makes no sense
contradiction. We
whatsoever.
100% read the definition of contradiction is as if you didn't hear it, right? That's inconsistent. The things that you're saying is inconsistent. You said that Allah just speaks and it is, and that has not been demonstrated from the verses you have gone to in the Quran. In fact, it demonstrates the exact opposite that Allah has to work to make something to be created. We That's what we have been reading out of your Quran this entire time.
Okay, this is so stupid. It's not about work or not work or whatever,
No,
right?
no, no, no.
When
Yes, it
you
is.
have
Because
to
we were talking
understand. No,
about
no, this is actually
contradiction,
really dumb.
Sam.
You
We
have to
were talking
understand
about
that this is a
contradiction,
very
Sam.
dumb topic to go ahead and say this is a contradiction, right?
Okay. Yeah. Appreciate you, Sam. Hey man, shout out to your to y'all with a man. Drop that man a bomb right there, bro. You know what I mean? That's funny, man. Yo, that's real funny to be right there, man. It's not a contradiction. Well, you made the statement. He just proved that your statement is contradictory to what your text says. God damn. Hey, shout out to y'all Muslims, man. All praise y'all that you came up out of that foolishness, my boy.
Yes, Quran is very how should I say? If even the Quran say if you question the Quran, you will leave the Quran. If you open Surah 5, verse 101 and 102, the people who question the Quran found the truth outside of the Quran. That's why they don't question the every time they recite. You know, ask them if they are allowed to question the book. They cannot, because if they question this Quran, they will leave the Quran, the Islam. You know, and that is it's crazy. It's crazy. It's because of this guy I came up. You know, but I go down and I learn. Thank you.
Hey, so,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
what the? Oh, damn, he gone.
Yeah, man. He came in like Batman. Oh, praise, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, man.
That
The
would like
middle
the
school. What a
Islam
middle school.
killer.
Bro.
Yo,
Yeah, bro.
Hey,
Hey,
my bad, Shema.
no, you good. Go ahead.
Hey, real quick, yeah, what the? Just so we are here with you. So the contradiction is that the Quran says he only has to speak and it'll be done. And the point you're showing that he didn't just speak, he actually had to do something after he spoke.
yes.
That's the contradiction. Okay.
The Muslims every time say because Allah is powerful, Allah is all knowing. Even if you ask a Muslim who got crucified, Allah who deceived the people, he even don't know. That's why you see the second weakness. Allah don't know because if Allah knows, He can destroy the whole belief of us. You know, if you ask a Muslim, he say Allah know best. But even Allah don't tell you who was. You know, and that is one of the main points. You see that Allah is imagination. You know, it's not real, but the Muslims, they cannot question. If they question the Islam, they will leave because they find the truth outside. And it's a surah. It's in their book, not what. If you want, I can read it. Surah 5, 101 and 102. You know, you can write it down. That's why they every time they say Quran is a recitation. Yeah, because you cannot question it. You know, you have to speak. If I say A, you have to say A. If I say B, you have to say B. And that's the whole time in this Islam cult, you know. They cannot question it, and this is, if they question, they will see there's a lot of gaps in Allah's system.
Where is that? Where is that that you was gonna read? Where it say you only have to
Surah
speak?
5,
Read
101.
it.
Okay, wait, I'm open. 1 minute. 1 minute, please. Yeah. Surah 5, I have to scroll down. 101 and 102. Yeah. And it reads, 1. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Surah 5, 101. Oh, believers, do not ask about any matters which, if made clear to you, may disturb you. But if you inquire about what is being revealed in the Quran, I will make clear to you Allah has forgiven what was done in the most past, and Allah is all forgiving the most. Now, listen. Some people before you asked such question, then denied their answers. They changed their answers. If you go under to other translation, there's written they became disbelievers. You know, they wrote it so that nobody can get it. You know, wait, I go on Sunnah.com, then you get the other type. Wait, and that's a problem. They cannot question the Quran. They cannot. It's not allowed.
All right. Appreciate that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, go on, good John.
Yo, Guan, y'all with us. So, yeah, another thing was you said that
Here, here.
I'm
Can I
in
can I only read? Can I read 1 minute, please?
uh yeah.
Here, people ask such question before you, then they became thereby disbelievers. Here's the real explanation. You see, the people thereby became disbelievers. If you question the Quran, why? If it's the truth, how can I become disbeliever? And this is the question we have to ask the Muslim. It's in their book, you know. This-
So the way to stay a Muslim is don't ask no questions.
Yes,
Don't don't ask no
only
questions.
recite, only recite. Yes, that's
Yeah,
why they
just
say
believe
Muhammad.
that Allah knows best. Yo,
Yes,
you had made a statement. You said that a lot of Muslims like to say that Adam, Abraham were Muslims, or they were Muslims because they submitted to God. So, obviously, what God are you talking about? Obviously, not the God of Islam, which came to existence 600 years after Christ was already dead. But you mentioned something about that every Muslim has to take his what?
Shahada. Shahada is belief. It's like speaking. You have to say there's only one God and Muhammad is his prophet. You know.
So Shahida, and when you say the Shahida, you got to say that Muhammad is his prophet.
Yes, and that's why I was laughing because Abraham's time Muhammad was not there. Adam's time Muhammad was not there. How can they all say the Shahada if Muhammad was not
Right,
there?
right. I see what you're saying. So if you get, in order to be a Muslim, you got to say a Shahida. How the
Yes,
hell are they going to say the Shahida if Muhammad was even in existence yet?
yes. You see.
Okay, okay. I got you. All right. Crazy, man. Yeah, man. These Muslims is done. Yeah, these fake Roman Catholic Christians is done too. Uh, Abigail, I see you on stage. Since you have something you want to bring out,
Yes, sir. Shalom. I'm sorry it took me so long to come off the mic. Um, you know what? I've been on here earlier since y'all was talking to that crazy Edomite earlier, and I just have to say, he was trying to say about the contradictions that the contradictions don't. I mean, that they do exist in the Bible and stuff like that. And y'all was telling him about how about Esau and everything, and he didn't know who Esau was or whatever he was saying. That was so funny. I mean, I had to just tell y'all, y'all is doing too good of a job. These people, it's they just they doing too much, and my Lord was even laughing at it. Bi- forgive me. Just I'm sorry, that's my dog. Yes, sir. So, I just had to say that about them. I mean, about him because he was just doing too much, and it was too funny. Me and my Lord both were sitting up there just laughing. And then when Uncle A1 was up here, I was gonna tell him something about what my Lord said because he was saying something in his voice.
Huh?
It was so
Hmm.
funny.
You smell it? Ooh, gotta
Huh?
put that hot sauce on it. Oh my God. I'm
Hey,
gonna
Coach, I
cover it.
think
I'm gonna
your
Coach,
cover
what
it
mic
are
is
you
with a
on
talking
little
mute.
about?
ketchup.
You want ketchup and hot sauce? What is Coach
Yeah.
talking
Oh
about?
my God. My bad. I apologize, y'all.
What you got going on over there, bro?
I'm in a lunchroom cafeteria. My bad. My
Yeah,
bad.
he's like, ah,
Let
you
me
Uh,
gotta
mute.
put the hot
can y'all
sauce
hear
on
me?
that thing. Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we heard you. Coach was just putting his
Okay.
order in. He was putting his order.
Shalom,
Yeah,
sir.
it
Can
says,
you hear me?
yeah, yeah, it says,
Oh, yeah. My Lord was saying something in Uncle A1's voice earlier, and it was so funny. I was gonna try to tell him because he was really sounding like Uncle. It was so funny. Because he was telling my dogs how uh he calls the dogs uh YNs because he said he can't stand niggas. How he calls the dogs YNs now.
man, so, oh, man, that's crazy.
He done went to the dogs and he was saying it in Uncle A1's voice.
Oh, crazy,
I'm
man.
sorry. But yeah, he was doing too much. But yeah, and that white man, man, that Edomite was doing way too much, and I was just laughing my behind off because y'all woke me up this morning laughing at that Edomite. So all praise to the Most High, sir.
All praise, all praise, all praise. Good waking up to the word of God. All praise. Hey, Judge,
That's right.
Judge, Wagwan, yo.
Yo,
Dude,
what's going on? Any
we had some Edomites up here looking for you, man.
were they actually looking for
Yeah,
me? Or they
yeah. Put some ketchup and hot sauce on that. I want some of that right there too.
yeah,
Let me get some
yeah.
ketchup and hot sauce on top of that. Put it on the side with the fries and the fish. Oh,
Okay.
my fault. I didn't know I was unmuted.
Now you know you don't eat stuff like you eat chitlins. You eat turkey chitlins though.
Turkey chillings. God damn.
Oh, it's clean. It's clean.
It's clean. I eat clean stomach linings. The hell?
Out tongue.
Menudo.
Your Kucha, what you was ordering though? You was getting it. Hey, you smell that?
He
Yeah,
he was
ketchup.
but he was excited, bro. He was happy.
You're ordering
Like
some Snapple.
he was like, ooh, food. Oh man. What's up though? What's going on?
Not much. Either my did come up here looking for you, asked for Judge. So
Like for real?
yeah, he was here. You gotta go back. They say, "Where's
Man.
Judge?" I've come here for Judge,
No, he didn't. Y'all making that up.
Uh,
but it was Edomite in here earlier.
there was a couple of Edomites though showing up. It was like an Edomite lady, guy, another guy, like a blind. Well, no, he was we had a smooth brain, something like
Smooth
that.
Yeah,
brain.
And it was a so-called Jake came up here trying to defend and said that, that Arabs are Edomites.
That is that doctrine is just weird to me.
It's very stupid.
He had the books though. He had the books. He brought the books.
It's a
No,
book that say that.
no, actually, and I wanted to come back and say something. I had to get on that call that I get on every day, Jed. But what he referred to, and number one, you cut in Genesis 28. You cut in First Maccabees chapter 5 because it don't use the term Ishmaelite in Genesis 28. I mean, in First Maccabees chapter 5, it uses the terms Arabs specifically. And it says that Esau when it got the Arabs. So it shows a clear separation there. But also that group of Arabs that he was speaking about, they were actually Idumeans. They were actually Edomites who was in that region. They were so the reference that he pulled to try to show that Arabs are Edomites is actually a cut to him because that group of people that he pulled, they identify as Idumeans. It's like one of the dumbest places to pull something from.
Was it a
So
book that he used or what?
you take a screenshot of something.
Oh, something
I
he
just so
typed up.
happen to know about that group of
Neck,
people that he spoke about.
neck baton.
Hey man, everybody want to save the white man. Like you never hear anybody argue about Moab. Who is Moab?
Right.
Who is Moab? Y'all keep saying Moab is this. Prove it. Ah. We know what that doctrine is. That's the doctrine is I gotta save my slave master. It lets you know they fully accept our doctrine, as in the other nations are gonna be in slavery and things like that. What they're fighting against is the fact that they believe that Esau gonna be destroyed. So they're like, yeah, well, the white man can't be destroyed. I gotta do something about this. I gotta save a massa. Massa! Calvin!
It's should I save her?
I wanna
I want to be
be
saved.
saved! Oh man, we gotta come up with a character, like you know, I wanna save the slave master character.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. We're gonna get on that. We're gonna figure it out.
Like a little like not a role model, what they call it. Come on, man, what are you doing?
A mascot.
A mascot. Yes. Save my master mascot. You gotta have a big cape on, big lips, and a big nose.
And Make America a MAGA hat.
Yeah. And then let's go, Brandon.
Let's go Brandon
Wristband.
shirt. Yeah.
You gotta have
Gotta be
all of that. You gotta make him physically look like T.I. son.
Oh God. What? Hey, you know what T.I. son look like? Y'all ever seen Star Wars?
Who you mean, Benya Benya?
Yeah, the one that says Binya Binya. That's my son. What's
Yeah,
that
that's his
dude's
name,
name?
Benya Benya.
Is it Binya Binya? It's
Yeah.
Binya Binya. Binya, hey son. Binya Binya from Star Wars. That's the one that like that dinosaur looking thing. I think you're talking about Jar Jar. Yeah, Jar
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 Binks.
Binks.
That's what
Jar
I'm
Jar
talking
Binks.
about. I'm talking about Jar
Yeah.
Jar. Jar Jar
Jar Jar Binks.
Binks.
I'm sorry. That is his name. Jar Jar Binks. Binga Binga. Oh, Binga Binga. Binga Binga. Sir. Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar Binks. Oh man, I'm gonna stop before
I'm just waiting
beat me
for
up.
the whole, they got the whole fight with him and 50 Cents. I'm just like, man, they like 50 Cent like a big kid.
Yeah, yeah, he's super petty.
Yeah, he don't have no smoke for white people though.
Nope. He defend Eminem tooth and nail.
Right, he'll die for Eminem, bro. I'm telling you, Calvin, Marshall.
right. Hey,
Excuse me, sir.
all the
I was gonna
top.
say the reason why he ain't got no smoke for the white people is because them white folks sign his checks.
But even with that though, it's so crazy how all the super duper tough guys It's like zero tolerance for their own people, but got no smoke ever for a Caucasian. Like you saying no Caucasian ever, jerked them out of some money or signed a,
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
the,
whoa, 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 whoa,
Pause.
whoa. Hey, yo,
Yeah, you talking about?
oh man,
something wrong with
what?
this
Hey,
man.
hey man,
Hey,
no,
yo.
no Caucasian ever, swindled them out of some money or
There we
did
go.
bad business with them.
Swindle.
What the hell?
Yeah, use a different word. He couldn't think of something else to use. He got stuck.
Swindle.
What the hell?
Hey, yo.
It's terrible.
Oh, somebody got the sensor, man. That mean you rich. If your car got sensors like that,
Oh
you
my
rich.
God. Don't start. Sensors. Everybody car got that sensor.
Man, I wish I were rich and had sensors on my car. It can
Right.
beep and warn me.
I wish I was retired and had to work.
I mean, Mike. Oh,
You
but
see,
Benya, somebody put it in the chat. As a polywog from what was that Nickelodeon show? Gullah Gullah Island. We used to call a Bonawanna baby frog. Yep. Hey King, we're gonna start the other room, or is it already going? If King is there. If not, I can start it.
So what's going on with Mexico?
I did see something about Mexico. What are you referring to?
It's basically one of the leaders of one of the cartels that got killed. It's a whole bunch of war going on in Mexico supposedly
Hmm.
right now. You know,
Yeah, I did see something about that.
supposedly one that's like just out in the open. The news is just recording it. Like I don't know how that works. The news is just recording. Everybody suited up with machine guns shooting at each other. I'm like, how does that work? I don't know. I was just wondering if anybody has some information, further information on that chat or something. But they said the person El Cho. It's crazy how we still got these cartels. If they was able to kidnap the president of Venezuela, but they can't stop the cartels. Though.
Damn. Cartel leader get killed, it's all like a civil war. So yeah, how much power them people got down there, man. I remember back, years ago when nobody trying to travel to Mexico, he had to end up on the side of the road somewhere. But I did see something about news report about Mexico. I didn't look into it. Maybe I need to go back and check it out. Hey King, you there? He probably sleep now. All right, we're gonna see if we can get this other room started. So we can start transitioning over.
Yes, sir. Hey, I come on stage, bro. I still got this room open. See what's going on, man. I know King sleep. Cooked on the lunch break. Okay. All right, we got Sophia. Going on Sophia.
Sophia again.
Christina
Sophia.
again, what happened? What happened? Go to
She like to talk a lot. She
uh
like her accent, her European accent.
Oh, she like to hear herself talk.
Yeah, she's from London, so she's amazing. She think we Hey Sophia, you there? She all right,
Yes,
but
yes, I,
she
I am here. Yeah,
give it to us. What a paragraph here. I know you gotta
of
tell us.
course. Um, okay, so with the dole experiment, I mean that was quite a
Ah,
clear.
my bad. I was on mute. Go ahead.
throughout time, they have constantly made us feel and be inferior by the processes they have put in place within society. The Dole experiment shows very clearly that from a very young age, children are taught to be biased. And it is generational, and in different areas, it comes through in different formats. But through education, is one of the main ways that they embed the racial disparities and the indifferences that we face. Those children then become adults, and then it then goes into society. The fact that it is so obvious with the Dull experiment, and it's not just that. That's just one example. If you looked at that on a more broader scale of what's going on now, because that was done some time ago, what's the children's opinions and perceptions now? What's their perception since 2020, since they saw what happened with George Floyd? In London, there was an incident with a black child called Child Q, but there wasn't called Child Q. That was just to keep the name anonymous. They got literally raped in the school by the teachers. The teachers said that they thought that they could smell cannabis on the child in the middle of an exam. They took the child out of the class. The girl was on her period. They made her strip naked in the school, exposing her privates, even removing her period pads. And then they called the police, and the police come and supported it. 2 years later, because nobody found out about that at the time, that was around 2021. 2 years later, it then transpired that the police, the London police, had done that to over 10,000 children in a 3 year period. Some of those kids were as young as 10, and the majority of them were black. And so when our children, and as family, as a society, we're seeing our black men being murdered. I mean, there was another
Hey,
incident in
Sophia,
London.
Sophia, Sophia. I mean, no, no, that's good stuff you know about. Okay, so now you believe in the Bible. What what we supposed to do now? Now you know that. Now what? What does God say? What we supposed to do?
I think we need to
What's
know
supposed to
that. We
happen?
need to understand that. We need to move
Don't you want
forward from that.
justice? Don't you want justice for all of that? So all these things you're hearing about, should there be justice for that? Don't you think vengeance, some got to happen, or you think we should just forgive?
I don't think you can forgive and forget when you're still living with the consequences of it.
So what should happen? So what should happen to them?
I don't want to be the one to say what should happen to who, but I think the way
Oh,
society.
just watch this, watch this. Malachi, watch this. Malachi 2:17, I believe. Real quick. Watch this, Sophia, watch this. Because you sharing all of this, now we wary because we hearing all these things. Read this.
Yes, sir. Malachi chapter 2 and verse 17. Ye have wearied the Lord with your words.
You see that? You wary God with all of this. You wearying us. We all wary now. Read.
Yet ye say, wherein have we wearied him? When ye say, everyone that doeth evil is good in the sight of the Lord, and he delighteth in them.
So
Or,
go ahead, finish it, finish it.
where is the God of judgment?
You see that? That's why I'm asking you. What's the judgment? What should we do? But if you gonna say they good in Jesus, we can forgive in the name of Jesus. You think God love everybody? I mean, then I mean, why we care? Why should we care about it? Okay, it's plenty of people getting raped. What now? What? What do we do now, Sophia? Should they be judged, or should we just look over it?
I think throughout the world, we as a people do not have institutional justice. We do not have access to the same as what other people have. I know over there in America, they use a lot of facial recognition to prosecute people, and a lot of that isn't always correct. There's a lot of flaws within that system. So,
Okay. So
but
right,
we are
Sophia,
up
I agree
against
with
quite
you.
a complicated system,
All right,
colonially as
I
well.
agree. I
Because if
agree
you
with
look
you,
at it,
Sophia. Real quick, I agree with you. I do agree with you said. You said that's good. It's the system messed up, right? So who do we go to now? If the system messed up, the court system messed up. Who do we depend on?
ourselves
Malachi 2:7. Let me show you. Yep,
and God, of course.
this what the pastors are for. Read that.
Malachi chapter 2 and verse 7. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they should seek the law at his mouth.
So what you don't know, Sophia, when we gave out judgments and somebody got raped or somebody was a victim of molestation, the people was supposed to go to who, Sophia?
Well, yeah. You know, it's
Who
interesting
the
because
people
it
supposed
used
to
to,
go to? I'm asking you, who do the
you
people
meant to
supposed to
go
go
to
to?
the law, isn't it? Like the people that are
Read
in.
it again. It just told you. You're not listening. Read it again.
For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they should seek the law at his mouth.
So who do we supposed to go to, Sophia, for judgment?
God.
It
So
say
it's
it's
God.
not, but God not talking to you. So who you supposed to go to? It just said it told you. Read it again.
Search.
For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they should seek the law at his mouth.
Right. I heard you say church, so you got an idea where I'm going with this. What
Yeah,
pastor?
see,
Okay, so you go to church. Do you go to
no,
church?
no,
So,
I haven't
so,
yet.
so I'm just saying. So, you saying all of these things. You don't go to the priest. You don't have the answer. Do you want justice and judgment for all those little kids that were molested? Don't you think God should do something about that? Don't you think we
I
should
do.
judge
Yeah,
those
I
matters?
do. I do, but I have a question for you. You know, have you seen what's happened with Epstein and Prince Andrew and everything that's come out there? The UK judicial system is heavily embedded within that. It's also got the Freemasons heavily embedded with it. Most of the judges are Freemasons, which is a whole structure within a structure that governs many other things. It's a well-known fact. You can Google it. They recently complained to the police because they had to disclose themselves because the police told them to disclose where their memberships were. Judges are openly calling themselves masters, and in the family courts, taking black children away, in the criminal courts, putting black children or young people in prison. We have so many like random laws over here where they can be used against black people, and they are we are targeted so holistically, and the local authorities and the governments are in the churches within the UK, not within yours, but within other churches. I don't know if you've heard of Pastor Chris, but
Hey,
he's got quite a large church. He has these
hey,
massive parties. So
right.
it's
You're
very
right.
difficult
You're
to, if you're
right.
saying go to the pastor, but the pastor is actually run
E-
by the institution, how does that work out?
Exactly. You're 100% right. That's what I'm showing you. Because you seem like you got a lot of information, but where do you go? Like, what church? What's the right way? So, if you know the church supposed to do it, the church is ran by the government. This is nothing new. When Christ came, under the Pharisees, they was ran by Rome. This is nothing new. So we hear that you supposed to hear the law at the pastor mouth. Well, this is what I'm telling you, Sophia. We are the priests of God. Whatever we telling you, guess what you're supposed to do, Sophia? You're supposed to do it if it's in the law. Now, you've been on the stage before, right? And the brothers told you about the clothing you're supposed to wear. Do you acknowledge that?
Yeah, yes, I do.
Okay, so you stop wearing pants?
Yeah,
You stop wearing
most
pants?
of the time. Not all the
No,
time. Not
there
all the
you go.
time.
That's so you don't. I mean, that's you. You get that in Hebrews 13:17. This your problem, Sophia. You're a part of the problem. This is what I'm showing you. You're a part of the problem. You're not a part of the solution. Read that. Hebrews 13:17.
Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 17. Obey them that have rule, excuse me, obey them that have the rule over you, and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls as they that must give account, that they may do it
Right.
with joy and not with grief.
Right. Because God don't deal with you. The Lord deal with the priest, and the priest deal with the people. We are the sons. We are the priests of God. We telling you. If the Bible said don't wear pants, why you just don't be obedient to that? You said sometimes. What's the problem? What's the issue?
There
Don't
isn't
you
an
know if you
issue.
continue to wear pants? Don't you, Sophia, don't you know if you continue to wear pants, the Lord is going to judge you?
Yeah, you've made that very clear.
Do you
I
know if
am a
you
worker.
continue to wear
What can I
pants,
say?
God is going to judge you?
I think God will judge me either way. Um, I think he will judge the fact that I am trying, and I'm on my way there,
Okay.
but I'm not quite there yet.
So you need some more dresses.
Something like that, yeah.
How many dresses you got? You got more than 10 per? Five?
Well, you want me to go and have a look now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to know. I'm gonna help you out. You said you're on your way. I'm helping you out.
Yeah, I don't know, about 5 or 6, maybe a couple more.
Okay,
Need to sort
dresses.
out my wardrobe.
Okay, dresses must be expensive, right? Or they cheap. You can find them cheap somewhere, right?
I hear what you're saying. I get it. Thank you for your
No, 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 no.
advice.
I'm trying to help you out. I want you to be a part of the solution. Zephaniah 1 and 8. I want you to be a part of the solution and not the problem. You know, I'm helping you out, Sophia. You need to learn how to fear God.
Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the king's children, and all such as are clothed with strange apparel.
You see that? Sophia, the way you dressing is strange to God. The Lord said He's gonna punish you. So, Sophia, you know what you can do?
Yeah, go
So,
and put a dress on.
Psalms 119 and 60. Go, I'm gonna show you. This is what you can do. Psalms 119. I may hate you know.
Yes, sir. Psalms chapter 119 and verse 60. I made haste and delayed not to keep thy commandments.
You see that, Sophia? Don't delay. You said you gonna go put a dress on? You said,
Yeah,
yeah, go
yeah,
put
I'll
a
put
dress
you.
on. Go put it on. And get rid of the pants. Then go back to Malachi 2 and 7. You should hear the law at your pastor's mouth, at the priest's mouth. It's not an option. God don't care about your opinion. Go put on the dress, take off the pants, and get rid of the pants. Or else God is going to destroy you. It's just that plain and simple. And that same go for me, Sophia. If I decide to put on a dress, guess what God gonna do to me, Sophia? He's gonna judge me. Read it real quick. Deuteronomy 22.
Sir. Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
See that, Sophia? So I can't cross dress either. Ain't that fair? Sophia.
Yeah, yeah, I'm
That's
still here.
that's 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 right, right? It's not fair if I put on a dress. You wouldn't respect me. You would say, "Well, God said don't do that." So I'm telling you, if you wearing pants, I'm being fair. That's justice. It's right judgment.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying, and I think to some extent, that this is why it's good to have these conversations, because we are so far from, or some of us are so far from what we should be or what we should understand. But then a lot of that has got to do with those kind of doll experiments where the perception is built into us. So we've already got a different, we're so used to doing something different, it takes
Right.
time to adjust.
But that's what I'm showing you. Because when you read Ezekiel 13:17 real quick, and this is you, Sophia, and I see this. You my sister, right? Because you're an Israelite. Your father is West Indian, and your mother is what is she again?
My mother was white British.
Yeah, your mom British, but your father is West Indian. You're Israelite that the Bible speaks of. But
Yeah.
anyway, go ahead, read that.
Ezekiel chapter 13 and verse 17. Likewise, thou son of man, set thy face against the daughters of thy people,
You're the daughter, believe it or not. You're the daughter of my people. And my job is to correct you. Because God told me to do that. Read.
which prophesy out of their own heart, and prophesy thou against them.
You see that? The prophecy against you, Sophia, is that if you continue to wear pants, you're gonna die. You can't do what you want to do. You can't be liberal, right? As the white man told you, you can be liberal. You can do what you want, do as thou wilt. God is going to judge you, Sophia, no matter what you think. Read.
And say, Thus saith the Lord God, Woe to the woman that sew pillows, to all the armholes, and make kerchiefs upon the head of every stature to hunt souls.
Right. That's going into those women pastors. That's what that's talking about. Women pastors. God didn't ordain women to be leaders of the church. You can't do that. God never ordained that. And a lot of you sisters, well, and Sophia also, God haven't given you no revelation. The Lord say if you want to speak to him, you got to go to the priest. And you must seek the law in his mouth. So if your pastor, Sophia, don't teach what God says, that means he's not the priest of God. He's not your priest. Ezekiel 22, 26.
26. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Ezekiel chapter 22 and verse 26. Her priests have violated my law and have profaned mine holy things. They have put no difference between the holy and profane. Neither have they showed difference between the unclean and the clean,
There you
and
go. So we not like that, Sophia. We're gonna show you what's right and what's wrong. Read on. And what?
have hid their eyes from my Sabbaths, and I am profaned among them.
Right. And Sophia, if I ask you, you know the Sabbath, Sophia. Sabbath. Sophia, when is the Sabbath?
Saturday.
Right. So where you located at?
Sorry, say that again.
Where you located? Where do you live?
No, London.
Okay, we got a school in London. Have you ever reached out?
Um,
Yes or no?
n- no, no.
Just say no. You haven't reached out. Have they talked to you about the school before? Ha-
It's been mentioned, but I can't remember
Okay.
what the process was of attending or
Okay.
where it was or whatever.
Don't you love God with all your heart, right?
Yeah.
Right. So if you love God with all your heart, that's what you're supposed to do. What did God tell you to do? What's the four in the Ten Commandments, right? What's the fourth commandment? You know the Ten Commandments, Sophia, right? Hello?
Sorry, my internet's
Mm,
coming and
o-
going.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you again. Do you know the fourth commandment out of the Big Ten? What's the fourth commandment? Let's see. Okay. We're gonna post a link. Let me see. I appreciate you, Zaba. We're gonna head to UGL in a minute. Um, I'm gonna wait on them to post the link. Let me see. Her internet went out, y'all. That's what she said it was on. Don't leave it at that. All right. We'll wait on them to post the link, y'all. Y'all know we're gonna head over to UGL in a minute. We'll post the link in a second. Isaiah 30 and 8, real quick.
I couldn't hear you, sir.
My bad. Isaiah 30 and 8.
Yes, sir. Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 8. Now go, write it before them in a table, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever, that this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
Right. That's our problem. We don't want to hear God's law. That's what this talking about. We don't want to hear God's law. At the end of the day, you can talk about the injustice done in the black community, rape, rob, our people been in slavery. We haven't received, but the issue is we don't want to hear. And when we return to God's laws, that's when we're gonna have order in the community. Um, that's when we're gonna have structure in the community. People complaining about the black community, black on black crime, but how we cannot fix these things without God's laws. That's the point I'm making. And when we bring out God's laws, guess what? Our people don't care. Was that it on that, Rito?
Yes, sir. Unless you wanted verse
No, that was
10.
it.
Okay.
That was it. Yeah, that was all I had. But I'm waiting on them to post the link up in here, y'all. So we're gonna kick over to UGL in a minute. Y'all know what time it is. Yeah. But yeah, as I was saying in Malachi 2 and 7, when you read it again, Malachi 2 and 7, read that one more time. And I know we use this a lot, but y'all have to understand, like, when we had issues in the community, whether it was rape, whether it was robbery, whether it was murder, whether it was manslaughter, y'all know we supposed to go to the priest for these matters. Now to the priests don't know what the hell to do. They don't know how to judge nothing. You go to your pastor, you say a black man has been hung, and they say he committed suicide. Don't you know the priests were supposed to be the people who judge those matters? And justice in a black community, we supposed to go to the priests for these things. They don't know God's laws. They can't judge them. They can't judge nobody. They gonna say we under grace. We out of the blood of Jesus. Why you think molestation run rapid in a black church? Sodomy. They're not judging. They don't have the law of God. Okay, how do you judge adultery? If a woman commit adultery on her husband, pastor, what's she supposed to do? He can't tell you. If a man commit adultery, what are you supposed to do? They don't know the law. Um, is they gonna post the link? Hold on, let me give me a second. I might have to post it.
I got the link. I just came back, but I'm not a
All
green
right.
bean.
Yes, sir. Hold on, I got you. I got you. I got you. There we go. All praises.
Yes, sir.
Who this? El Mexicano. Yeah, El Mincho, the kingpin, got killed. There we go, y'all. Uh, hey, y'all see the links? Y'all, let's move over. Everybody click the link. Let's get up out of here. Let's go ahead over there. Y'all know how we close out. Matthew's 26, Rita. Let's hit the link, y'all. We're gonna see y'all over there.
Matthew chapter 26 and verse 6. Now, when Jesus was in Bethany in the house of Simon the leper, there came unto him a woman having an alabaster box of very precious ointment and poured it on his head as he sat at meat. But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, to what purpose is this waste? For this ointment might have been sold for much and given to the poor. When Jesus understood it, he said unto them, why trouble ye the woman? For she hath wrought a good work upon me. For ye have the poor always with you, but me ye have not always. For in that she hath poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial. Verily I say unto you, whatsoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there shall also this that this woman hath done be told for a memorial of her.
There you go. So we always memorialize what this sister had done for our Lord and Savior. He gave his life for the 12 tribes of Israel, and in honor, she anointed him, and she understood that he would come and die for his people. And so, doing she anointed him with oils, precious oils, and Christ said, wherever we teach the gospel on the face of the earth, we got to memorialize what this sister had done. That's how you know you have heard the true gospel and you're hearing the true gospel. So we look to see y'all at UGL. Come on over. We're going to touch on a topic is salvation for all, has Christianity lied? All right, y'all. So I'll see y'all over there. We got 30 seconds. We're going to close it out. Shalom.